You are tuned in to the Starting Five podcast. I'm your man, E Trillionaire. You can call me Trill for short. You can always hit me up on Instagram at X at E_Trillionaire. You can also find our platform wherever you get podcasts. And definitely like, comment, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. We appreciate y'all's support, running the numbers up, especially on those shorts.
For sure.
Let's get some more heat on those full episodes, and I'm going to kick it to my left.
You are now tuned in to the Starting Five podcast. Your boy Jay Supreme, House Jordan 3 on IG. This is season 3, episode 29. And I want to shout out my boy James Winston, man. Finally signing that contract. Hell of a teammate, man. Welcome to Cleveland. I'll pass it to my left now.
What's good? Justo back again. Justo Star 5 on IG and X. And welcome Big Mike, man. Hopefully them New York bagels, the New York water, get your tendons right, get your ligaments right.
Don't drink out the Hudson.
We're excited to have you for this year, man.
Might find a corpse.
I'm gonna kick it to my left.
What's up, man? You already know what it is, man. Jonathan Cinco Hardy on the book, at Super John on X and Instagram. You already know what to do, man. Leave your likes, your dislikes, your questions, your suggestions. And we've been getting that feedback, and we love that.
Hey, John, look, we need that feedback. We need that feedback, man.
We need more feedback, because you know we need that.
And yo, shout out to Dom X, last name of Dying Breed X, gonna be with us tonight. So we're starting 4, and so we're gonna take this Grammy on his behalf.
Fire content only. Let's get it.
Yeah. So something that came up throughout the past couple weeks here, especially after post NBA All Star break, is calls are down and scoring is down. So I guess perhaps maybe I think Adam Silver is listening to his fan base or his buyers, people that pay for his product,
Maybe even listen to the podcast.
and possibly giving us better basketball, more competitive basketball without that tutti frutti from them fucking referees. To whatever you want to say, whistle blowing, however you want to put it. And as a result,
Emotional.
yeah. And well, I think the Cavs got 3 technical fouls tonight, so they still ain't allowing you to say nothing to them. But they're not.
You can't ignore them either. They'll take you for that too.
They're not calling as many fouls as before the All Star break, and scoring is way down. Anybody scored 150 in a while.
Good.
And so,
The fuck?
and we had talked about that. Like, what?
Tyrese Halliburton.
Yeah. Like, and this type of basketball ultimately, I think, when it's more physical, really separates the players.
Mm-hmm.
You really see who got the bag because they can adjust, and then you see what players benefit from these pathetic fouls that they have been calling. So, like, what are your thoughts? Well, it's not the what are your thoughts statement, but what do you think about the difference in refereeing?
I love it.
It's much appreciated.
They're finally listening, man.
It's much
And
appreciated.
It's a baby step in the right direction. You guys see a little bit more consistency
Baby step.
before we start.
Ringing the bell.
Yeah.
And I feel like when enough noise is made, you know what I mean, things start to change a little bit. You know what I mean? So we just got to keep making noise.
And the views are down, right?
I mean,
Compared to,
well, yeah. I mean, the All Star game viewership was pathetic.
I think that's what's really getting them talking over there.
The All Star game was pathetic.
There go
The All Star
Dallas
weekend
Fort
was pathetic. Ugh.
Very lethargic.
I loved it. I
And
love
people
basketball.
tried to blame it on the city it was in. That
No,
had
it has
nothing to do with anything.
don't
I
do
mean,
it
Indianapolis
like that, man.
is a great town. I've been there. I love it. You know what I mean?
And y'all gotta stop shitting on small towns, man.
Yeah, for
Y'all
real.
gotta stop doing that.
Just because it's not in New York City. Oh, by the way, sorry, Justo, but the crime is out of through the roof. People can't get on the subway for free.
Savages, man.
You know what I'm saying? Then they not throwing criminals in jail.
It's overcrowded. What they gonna put
I mean,
on?
well, when I was in school, and this was 30 years ago in grade school, that is. The textbook said the New York population was like 14, 15 million. It's like 9 or 10 now. So the overpopulation that's not true no more. People are leaving in groves. And now what you look, well, I'm not even gonna get into that, but And then you see what they doing to Donald Trump.
Well, the jails might be overpopulated.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about.
Yeah.
I ain't-
Oh, could you be more specific then?
you were referring to criminals, so I can't, it was assumed.
There's plenty of closets to live in. There's not many jails.
There's archivores are in closets.
I'm cool on the closet living.
No, but no,
They
back
be
to
packing it tight. Though. I done seen little videos of people.
But yeah, I mean,
Shared
you can't,
bathrooms.
Indianapolis ain't got nothing to do with the whole city ain't got nothing to do with the quality of the product
No,
that
on no fucking
that
court.
went forth.
Yeah, y'all could have had it in Dubai. Like,
They could have.
y'all gonna play harder because in Dubai?
I mean, the price of them tickets, they may as well had them motherfucking in Dubai.
No,
Motherfuckers
thanks.
You're right.
Y'all do what y'all do out there in Dubai, man.
Honey, you paid $20,000 for that bullshit? Yeah, I did, honey. It was a great time. Great time.
Yeah, they come out there to Dubai with that BS. They might not let them
Some
motherfuckers
motherfuckers
leave.
out there getting 20,000 in Dubai doing some other shit, but
Yeah,
No
see.
question.
Alright.
No, but look, okay, so
That's for another podcast.
but look, so the players obviously have adjusted. I mean, I haven't heard a lot of players come out and say, "Oh, they're not giving us no calls no more." I think the players actually like it this way.
Yeah.
it's how you grew up.
I don't think Luke is like.
You
He's
know,
still
it's
doing
a,
his thing.
it's a you know.
Oh, when he be acting, when he finally get a call, he be acting like he's surprised. Like,
He's definitely a crybaby. Don't play no defense if he's not getting that.
I
call.
mean, he's 6'7". He gotta be 260.
yeah, bro. When I see him next to Chuck,
So
I'm like, dang,
Luka Doncic is
bruh.
a big guy. Like he dishes some pain out there too. He don't need every call. I don't understand why he cry about that. Yeah. Oh, European.
Yeah.
All right. Speaking of which, so
He wasn't playing at the record growing up.
well, he better go out there and play with them boys, and they can show him a thing or two. So okay, so good job NBA. You know, increasing the competitiveness of the game, especially in the second half if we go down the stretch. So speaking of Dallas, and this has been brought up since Kyrie hit that amazing shot last Sunday against the Nuggets.
Yeah, that was fire.
Do you feel
That was fire.
like Kyrie is the most skilled basketball player ever?
He has a very, very, very great argument.
A lot of the greats say that he is. Guys like Allen Iverson.
Their skills are only offensive.
Yes, in this case, in this argument, it is.
So you want to say skilled scorer of basketball?
Skilled with the ball in his hand.
Big shot maker, big shot taker.
I think this
He's-
next guy,
he's-
he's probably the
he's-
most skilled scorer.
He's the definition of a 3-level threat. Like,
There's nothing he can't do
And scored all levels.
to put the ball in the basket
in any way possible. And Shannon
with anybody on him at any time.
Kendrick Perkins was right. I don't know what the hell you watching,
Oh, not having a post game.
but Kyrie has the best guard post game.
Right. I forgot about that. I'm like, bro, what?
He got a crazy bag in that post. And Kendrick Perkins is right when he said, I don't think you watching basketball. Because if you think Kyrie Irving don't have a post game, you're not watching basketball.
Somebody was speaking on Shannon too. A hooper. I can't remember. Somebody that was nice though. I can't remember who it was, but he was saying like, dudes who you should stick to talking about football. Like lead the
No, I ain't
basketball
gonna do
to
him
the
like that.
To the
I ain't gonna-
basketball. Okay.
I ain't gonna do him like that, but you still need you gotta go ahead and do some more homework if you think
Yeah,
Kyrie.
Kyrie been had a post game. Like we not gonna come on, man.
Look, okay, so he can obviously shoot.
He's
you know,
thinking like post game is exclusive to a big man or
Nah.
a bigger player.
I mean,
like, no, man.
he can shoot pull ups off the dribble, right hand, left hand. He can shoot the ball standing still. He can get to the ball to the basket any direction he wants to with the best English off the board. He has a floater. He can shoot the three at the line and deep.
Yeah, for sure the best finisher of all time.
He can finish with either hand
And
from
free
anywhere on the
throws.
court. He's a great free throw shooter.
He is the definition of a 3-level threat. Like,
Stop and pop, pull up.
It's nothing. He has everything in his bag.
Like, it's nothing he can do offensively. So, you know, I mean, it's tough to argue that. I mean, as my brain scans players that I've seen, you know, he's way at the top of the list if he's not the best one. I can't think of a lot of guys I can say definitively
who would rival him?
that has
I
more
don't think-
skills.
Who would you argue? Who would be the argument?
I mean, from day
Somebody would say Kobe, Mike.
Right, but the handle and the KD maybe. Just
Oh,
'cause
that's
of
another
size.
thing, yeah.
But that's
But
just
because
that's
he's
physical.
7. Yeah, that's because he's 7 feet fucking tall.
he can do everything on the court too. It's just
His
not his
handle
ass.
bag is not up there with that.
no.
But like for his handle is much better than anybody at his size though.
I would throw
Like, it's not
LeBron.
even
I would
close.
throw LeBron in there too.
From a skill standpoint,
And like you were saying, both sides of the floor.
We just talking strictly.
If we sticking with that one, but I'm just saying all around, it ain't too much nothing
Kobe
LeBron
had it.
can't
Kobe
do on
would
the
have
the
basketball
three.
court.
Brian has a back. And shout out to the LBJ
Block
history
steals, rebounds, assists.
page on Twitter, cause them games that y'all been digging up that this dude been played in, I've seen them, but to watch it again, like 20 years later, 18 years later, it's like, god damn. Like when he was young,
He was
No, for sure.
I mean, no, but back to Kanye. I can't even put it in words. Like this dude was 21, 22 years old and he was killing. So but back to Kai. So
I got something about that too. I'm gonna come back to it.
that Kyrie Irving is number one. He's a head scratcher. Like how do you stop him? Number two, you talking about fear. That's somebody that I'm scared. How do you guard him?
Yep.
So everything they talk about Mike, he's scared. That's Kyrie Irving.
Man,
Yes.
listen, like Gilbert
Yes.
said on his pod, man.
And I ain't even listening to Gil, so that was my own soundbite.
What he said, I'm glad you brought it up because I was gonna bring it up anyway. Like he said, man, that just and y'all talk about how tough the '90s is. Y'all talking about how y'all fear a grown ass man. That's some goofy ass, sucker ass shit. I don't fear nobody in front of me, bruh. I'm a grown ass man. If he get me, he get me. But I'm not about to walk into.
You shook.
Yeah,
I
I'm
gotta
gonna get
play
mine
my-
too.
nigga,
I'm coming out with a killer too.
Nigga, tie your shorts up and play basketball, nigga.
You know what? No disrespect. Maybe Hersey Hawkins was shaking in his boots. Maybe Jeff Hornacek was shaking in their boots.
Gay.
Joe Dumars wasn't.
Sucker shit.
Joe Dumars wasn't.
Isaiah Thomas in
them one.
Larry Bird in the game.
People fear. Fear what? Is he gonna hit a jump shot? He not gonna beat my ass.
Because if he passed me, he got to deal with
I
Kyrie.
mean, unless you Steve Kerr.
Well, yeah. But Kyrie.
Might get your jaw knocked.
Kyrie definitely. I'm on. Think about some other players, man. I mean,
And when I see these different podcasts, Kyrie name always gets brought up one way or another, no matter what the question is. Who you look for it going against, or who's the hardest person to stop? You know what I mean? Like he always get brought up.
And he's just getting bitter.
I mean, when you
Skills
think
get
about it,
easier for him.
like, and again, no disrespect, Steph Curry ran away from him, wouldn't guard him. Klay Thompson couldn't guard him.
Yeah, he was getting very.
You know what I'm saying? And there wasn't nobody else on their roster that could really fuck with Kyrie Irving, especially during those finals runs.
Well, Andre Iguodala, he stopped LeBron.
To the tune of 35 points, 36 points a game.
I'm just telling you what the media told me.
That's cool.
Held him under 40, man.
Yeah, hell on the 40. That's a good job.
I'm
Congratulations.
telling you what the media told me.
And so I think
The media.
The other media.
The media.
me personally, and I'm gonna go on the limb here. Luka Doncic is a great player, but what they do contingents on what Kyrie Irving does ultimately, because he's unguardable.
No.
And he don't cry about fouls. He can just continue to play. And they did a good job filling out their roster
It's a mature
with
Kyrie.
PJ Washington and Gaffer. I think those are gonna be big come playoff time. Dallas is a scary team.
So I have a question about the Luka Kyrie dynamic. So of course we live in Cleveland, so we don't get all they shit. But when we're able to watch Dallas, I know y'all have noticed since Kyrie's been there, who has the ball in the clutch?
Irving. I was at the game against the Mavericks when the Cavs came back from a deficit. and Luka played 40-something minutes, and he was out of gas in the fourth quarter.
But I think that's what they were kind of hoping would happen though.
But
Let 77 run the whole first half.
Which he did, because he had
And he's gonna do that.
34, 40 years.
He's gonna do that. He's a first half player,
And
go
then Kyrie's
crazy,
the
and then they got the
closer, we all know
closer.
that.
We know Luka
Okay,
can close.
but-
It's not like he can't do it.
it's not
no,
that
for
he
sure.
can't. I'm not saying he can't. But then, then if that's the case, then you pulling the plug on all the MVP sentiment and all that shit.
That's my question.
Because now you need.
Nah, I don't think
But
so.
look, so
I don't
okay,
think
so we won't have this
But
conversation.
that's the same thing they did to Brown when he came back and why he wasn't getting MVP votes.
Because
Yeah, but
Yeah,
I mean,
Kyrie.
if
Don't
you're
say
asking
yeah,
my in my personal opinion, I always think that LeBron should have been an MVP conversation
Okay.
constantly.
At least
That's
one of
so
those 4
I-
years.
I'm not gonna pull the
That's
plug
fair.
on Luka if
Yeah,
I
yeah,
thought
yeah,
the same
that's
for
fair.
LeBron. I never thought he should have. I always thought he
At
was the
least
best
one of
player in
those
the
4
league
years.
every year.
I
for a
understand.
long
Okay,
time.
okay.
I just
But
think
my
Your
thing
they-
is,
sentiments
Luka-
are your sentiments are the
yeah.
same. I just feel like
In the
in the
world,
grand
right,
scheme of
right,
things,
that's-
they held that against Brian, and they not doing as much to Luka.
But more so than the Kyrie being the closer, my thing is y'all a playing team.
But
That's why you out there running for me. I don't care how many points you average, and you a playing team.
I just think he got to be.
That's
I'm
valid.
not-
That's a
I'm
great
not- I'm
point.
not getting
I
that.
mean, yeah. I mean, when because was Russ
Since
what,
they
top
might be a
6?
playing team. They was in the West. Hold on, let me check that. I mean, if they was in the East.
Quite possible. I mean, we gotta check the standings.
Be scuffling with the Magic and the Knicks for a 6 seed.
They are currently 40 and 29. They would be.
Oh, they finally got their 40th win?
They would be a 6th seed in the East.
So yeah, French fucking playing team.
But I was gonna say, I think Kidd should have Luka's minutes right around 35, and then he can close games better. At least that game. I don't know if it's every game he runs out of gas, because sometimes he probably don't. That could have been just
Well,
that night.
The last times I viewed Luka on TV, it's been the same thing. It's like, come fourth quarter, he don't even bring the ball up. He just give it to 11.
Okay, that's a good fucking.
I mean, I'm not mad at
That's
you.
a
Listen,
good- yeah, I would
he's
give-
him.
I would
how you
give
get
11
Kyrie.
too.
He's
I would
him,
give
but
11.
it's not like it's fourth quarter. It's just all Kyrie. There's like no feed off each other.
But they need to do that from the start. Then they can't just have him just running the whole show and then let Kyrie just do your thing. Man.
Yeah.
Let the dog loose, man. They will hold them in the cage.
Release the hounds.
So we got some news real quick. Pistons rookie Thomas, I think it's Asur. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Asur Thompson.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Thompson. Excuse me. He's out for the remainder of the season with blood clot. So hopefully, young man has a speedy recovery. In other news that is relevant, Suns signed two-time NBA All-Star Isaiah Thomas to a 10-day contract, and Brad Beal has some great things to say about IT. And I know he had his hip injury. That was what, 8 years ago now, 7 years ago now,
Man, what's
Going on
17.
7.
So it's been
It's
a
07
number of
years.
years.
7 years.
And he most recently had a stint in the NBA. I want to say, if not last year, the year before.
I think it was when it was Washington.
It was with them.
It was when Russ was here.
Wasn't he with the?
Wasn't
Was
it when
it-
Russ
was
was
that
there?
long
Or the
ago?
year before
I
Russ?
don't know why I'm thinking him seeing him in the Spurs.
It might be
before.
where Russ was there.
No, I wasn't the Spurs.
But nonetheless,
Gotcha.
he's got another chance in the NBA. Why? What has caused IT not to be in the league? He's been recovered from the injury.
It's the narrative. He's 5'9". Can't guard.
But we just talking about skill a moment ago. He's skilled.
He's a bucket.
Alright, his last official stint was with the Lakers in 21-22. He played 4 games. He played 22 games that year, but 4 games lasted with the Lakers.
So that's what, 2 years now, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
No. Yeah, 2. Yeah, 2.
I don't
I mean,
know.
how you go from MVP candidate to out of the league?
Yeah, that is kind of crazy. And like you said, the injury was a while ago. But they don't necessarily love vets. They rather have a younger guy in there these days.
True.
I mean, okay, so NBA scoring averages is 17.7 points in 550 career games. I mean, this could be a valuable player off of the bench. I mean, I don't know what effect he'll have for the Suns. I mean, with Book injury history, I mean, you know, you should try anything.
Yeah.
Because Book can't seem to stay healthy no more. And they suffer without a point guard before. It's every time I watch them and Book don't play, it's like they get down to the fourth quarter, they're fucking god awful with fourth quarter execution.
Down the stretch, yeah, for sure.
So yeah, you leave him open to go double KD, he gonna drain some shit. So but in my head, I'm thinking to myself like, why can't IT? I know he was maybe a bad locker room personality here in Cleveland, and you know, at that point in time, you know, LeBron had one foot out the door. Either you get in, either you get on the bandwagon, or you get the fuck.
But this for the simple fact that we heard that he felt like he was on Bron level was just OD. Like, come on.
No, not coming off that injury. You weren't. Had you never got hurt,
No.
you're not on his level, but you're still a very, very good player.
Yeah,
But I don't think you should even put yourself on that stature.
I mean, the year before, why you think we got you? Somebody else felt like they was on his level and wasn't yet, and he left. So what makes you think you about to come in here?
Listen, he's an odds defier.
That's cool.
That's
Just
just like
cool.
me.
Makes his
That's just like me
confidence
saying.
That's great.
Way
Love
over
it.
what
That's
we
like
It got you
saying-
where you here.
That's like me
But
saying I
that-
rolled the rock in the weight room. Come on,
Listen, that over there,
I can do a little
Hey,
something.
delusion got him there.
LeBron.
Raymond James, leave that the fuck alone.
Delusion got him there, man. So
Leave it. Listen,
Random
have your
guy.
delusions, but you gotta hone that in, big dog. Well, little dog.
That whole trade package was delusional. Drake
Shout out
Crowder.
Kobe Altman for that deal. All right, I want to talk about this real quick as we talk about the sinking ship that is called the Golden State Warriors. And so I had noticed this here too recently. Klay Thompson is coming off of the bench,
Yep.
and yeah, but what took Steve Kerr so fucking long to figure that out?
Pride.
Yeah, loyalty.
Yeah.
So Kendrick Perkins was on the set today of the NBA pregame show, and he basically said to the fact that you can't let your emotions. Paraphrasing when he said, you can't let your emotions get in the way of business. And you didn't make no moves at the trade deadline. And ultimately, say you holding on to yesteryear. And he not one of your top 5 players no more. And think about how far along maybe Kuminga could be if this move had been made.
But
Or Moses Moody could be if this move had been made.
That's the thing. That's what everybody was just so hype about. Oh, they got there will be no rebuild. It's just a reload because they got all this great young talent and da. And then I ain't gonna hold you. Winning in 22 was a gift and a curse.
Yeah, they had
Because it helped y'all case. We really we can do this without KD.
Right.
And then it hurt y'all because
Y'all
the big 3 can still get it done.
Yeah, y'all thought it was still that.
Not
For the long haul.
Yeah.
Not on some last dance type.
yeah,
you know
that
what I mean?
it did not knowing that might have been your last ride with that.
Yeah, that's tough though. Like when you have your guys.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I said it was a gift and a
You've
curse.
seen them do great things, and like you have no choice but to give them the benefit of the doubt. And be like,
That's why I
it's
said
a
it's a
slump.
gift and a curse.
He's a shooter. Like shoot. I'm gonna trust that my guy that I've been doing this for a decade with is gonna figure it out at some point. It's not like, oh, he's struggling, but I can't put him on the bench because he's Klay Thompson.
Just
It's
so
more
I
like
feel you.
he's gonna figure it out. It's Klay Thompson. That's more.
I feel you. But this is why I think Bob Myers don't work there no more. Because he saw that shit.
Probably.
And,
No contracts
and
disgusting.
a la Mark Jackson, we have a difference in philosophy. I think I'll go, or you can fire me, whatever the case may be.
Yeah.
Because he knew that. And so, look,
Why you think his name was in trade rumors all the time?
all the time. And look,
Yeah.
like Perk said, one day he gonna have a statue outside Chase Center.
For
He
sure.
very well will get one of them bitches.
All 3 of them have a collective statue together because y'all did something amazing. Y'all well, I think it was 2 weeks ago or last week when we was talking about it. Nobody seen that coming.
Yeah.
Y'all deserve
about
that.
last week.
We all deserve that. Definitely deserve that.
But
Kudos to y'all getting it done. But
to Justo's point though, I agree with you what you're saying. Like someone like Klay Thompson, he deserves the benefit of the doubt until it get to the point where it's like, alright, he's
but
he's not that no more.
To
So I
me,
understand
EB point, and I think me and EB on the same wavelength here. You waited too long to pull this plug.
Because if you really want to help this franchise go to the next point, pull back that curtain, man, and say, you know what, I'll play 20, 25 minutes not off the bench. Maybe I can even finish games for you. It don't matter if I'm starting or not. But you might get this other guy who this young gun might get a better opportunity. And so I think
Klay got a lot of
I think
ego,
it's.
though.
I think
I
it's.
don't think Klay has
I
that
think you put that more on Klay, and I get he's the coach, but I don't know that greatness. I think that's part of good coaching. It's just like you gotta trust your guys.
But you saw that playoff series against the Lakers last year and against the Kings. He could throw the ball in the Pacific Ocean, wide than the motherfucker.
It ain't narrow.
It's on two sides of the globe on this round earth.
It's
Allegedly,
like, man,
I think.
his game just is so not reliant on his physical ability. It's just like how do you
don't got that
be
no more.
that bad? Like he was missing wide open threes.
Wide
like
open.
so it's just like you think you're looking at him, you're like it's got to be a mental thing. Klay Thompson missing a wide open three. It's got to be something.
But just though, is there any pressure on him? That added pressure dissipates if you come off the bench.
no, because you're still Klay Thompson.
I think it does,
Maybe
I think it's
maybe a
embarrassing.
minute
and that might be
small.
all you need.
It's
Maybe,
embarrassing,
but
though.
and the confidence thing, I don't think Klay Thompson ever had a confidence thing where I'm not gonna let this bitch fly.
No, for sure.
No, it's more like if I come out that like what's that saying about like, I'm not a bench player. I'm Klay Thompson. I think he had to get over that. And the second that happened for him is when he started playing better. I don't think it was necessarily his role. Like if Steve put him there earlier, he probably would have been unhappy and still would have been bricking. I think he had to embrace that role,
He had to accept
embrace
it.
that I'm
That's
playing
the
like shit right
mentality.
now.
Yeah.
And it took him a while to get there. We saw his post-game interviews. It took him
Right,
a long ass
he
time to
almost
get
started
there.
crying up there.
Yeah, it took him a long ass time to get there. Be like, all right, I'm playing like shit. Like I really need to take a step back and figure my
But
shit out.
my thing is, and I think EB agrees with. What took y'all so long? This should have been a conversation to be had. Like, bro, like you said, bro, you've done amazing things for us since 2011, bro. We dynasty here, bro. Built something incredible.
I would say
for
the
you to help us.
relationship. That's what took
if-
so long. It's the relationship.
But that's why it should have been an easy conversation to have. You've been my coach for a decade.
Yes. Look,
Sit down and
But
be
at
like,
the
hey,
same
bro.
time, I still believe in this guy.
Oh,
The
but
same
listen,
way he
Javi,
believed
this
in
how
this-
this should have went, bro. Listen, we've been through this. We've been through thick and thin. We've been through ups, highs, lows, all that shit. Your injuries, boom, boom, boom. Cause they could have got rid of you. They could have got rid of Klay after that, and not believed in him coming back off them injuries.
For sure.
We believed in you. Come back, boom. But bro, if you love this franchise like you say you do,
And you still want to win.
and you still want to win, the best thing for us is to move you to the bench, bro.
Yeah. But ultimately, he had that conversation. It took a little longer than it needed to.
It should
And
have
that's what me and B is saying. It
It
took
should-
too long to pull that plug.
it really should have happened after they won that championship because it was evident.
Nah, I ain't gonna say that. That's way too
That-
early.
yeah,
I ain't gonna do that. That's why I was saying that was a gift and
But
a
I get what you're
curse.
saying. Bob Myers probably felt that way.
In this industry, Clay, there are sacrifices, and if you want to sacrifice for this team, because then that who knows, maybe the Jordan Poole saga could have ended differently had that move been made 2 years ago. Because he was good in a system. I mean, he's a clown. I
Was
mean,
that before or after
obviously.
he got punched?
This is before.
No, that's after.
That's after he got
No,
punched.
but he got punched
So
after
going
the
into that
championship.
season,
Damage is done.
going into that season, if he knows
Damage is done.
that he's the guy,
Oh right, yeah.
He got punched after the shift.
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
He got his bread. He got his bread.
For sure.
Because
He got started
the
money,
minute he came
and then he
back,
got punched in training camp.
the minute he came back against the Cavs, that fateful evening, I said that's not the same guy. I mean, we don't won a championship, regardless. You know, they played the Boston Celtics. They played the Frogs. No wonder they won the championship. All right. Anyway, yeah, I said it, motherfucker.
But like I said, that shit was a gift from the country. Because Kerr seen that like shit.
Yeah,
we still got something, guys.
I'm gonna stand up until they win the championship. So I'm not gonna dive into this completely, but I think this is funny as hell. Shohei Ohtani's interpreter stole money to pay off his gambling debt. I want to leave that there.
It doesn't surprise me. Like this is some shit.
Just shaving a little bit off of the top, just a little
He
bit
was doing
off
too
the
much.
top.
The fact that he noticed so fast is
Yeah.
crazy.
He was moving too much. Cause remember, Tommy ain't got all. He didn't remember he backloaded this shit, so it's a little more noticeable.
Early, you didn't read the fine print on the contract.
Oh shit! Come on, bruh.
Why not just ask?
Why you out here gambling?
Why not just ask?
DraftKings taking people out already.
FanDuel too.
And
FanDuel,
JB head coach JB Bickerstaff even spoke on it a little bit.
I was gonna bring that up.
Given to the fact that it's causing players pressure, officials pressure, the league pressure, and now you got certain people.
Well, the league don't really give a fuck because they getting money off the back end.
Excuse me. But maybe something like this can even put players in peril because a guy. He said like some of these people paying their bills off of what they do on these sports betting apps and things of that nature. And might you come to a game and Kyrie don't make that over, you might feel emboldened to go up there. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's because the NBA game is so personal. You right on top of the players. So I'm rambling, but like I don't know. I'm not into gambling. I mean, kudos if you do. But yeah, this is something to think about.
Shout out to my nigga Twan sending them bets Teasley. But do the refs get looked into like the players do? As far as like,
Well, I guess we can ask Donahue. He know. I'll let her have him on the show. Yeah, but like, we'll see. I mean, it's new. And they can put some parameters around it and things of that nature. But, gambling is risky. And the outcomes are uncertain.
and if you have a gambling problem, I'll send the number to Hive and we'll put it in the description.
Put it in the description, yeah. Because we're not telling you to, but if you do,
Hey, you shouldn't leave your money to chance, folks. Don't
gamble
gamble.
responsibly.
Don't gamble. That's my message. Don't gamble.
All right.
Go ahead and make an honest living.
Last fast break seg. Since Ant-Man has caught eyes with his vicious dunk a few nights ago on one, John Collins put him in a body bag twice.
Put your body.
The first body was the dunk, and the second body was when he hit the floor.
Put your body bag
And now,
in a body bag.
many folks are rivaling Ant-Man's game to 23 from Chicago. Is there any similarities?
I mean, naturally. Not like.
Athletically, I
Yeah,
guess.
I mean, like, they have the same, like, gifts. They just, like, look the same, but they don't play the same.
He plays nothing like Jordan.
Not at all.
Stop.
They reaching.
Stop. Listen, Michael Jordan is iconic and he will always be relevant. But we don't have to compare every player to him. He plays nothing like Mike.
Just a dude with long arms and jumps high. That's it.
They can jump high. Like, it's a reach. They reach it. It's.
Now, if we can revisit this in 8 years, maybe. But now, in year, 3? 4?
I think, but didn't KG said this shit, didn't he?
I've heard a
And
lot
then
of
Paul
people say
Pierce
this.
was just like, bruh, nah. Paul Pierce had to stop me in his tracks, like, bruh, nah.
And you know how we feel about Paul up here. But I agree with Paul.
Sometimes you gotta walk you back. I love KG. Sometimes you gotta walk me back, though.
Speaking of Paul Pierce, he has some
And he gotta stop telling niggas they gonna bone him, cause that shit is crazy.
That's
He had
At any time, not just in these times, at any time. Like, that's not okay.
Yeah, that's wild. he made some comments that he feels
Like, where
that
is he from? Like,
you know LeBron taking it up a tick is hurting his teammates. Do you agree?
He has no choice.
right.
I was about to say the same
Despite
thing,
of the
like-
teammates.
Like,
He's
what
been trying to play the back seat for like 3 years now.
Yeah, he,
right.
he
It's
wants,
not
and that's
working.
what people don't understand. Like, Brian wants to fall back, but if we're gonna lose 17 straight games, bro, at some point I have to take over and assert my dominance again because
And
y'all not getting shit done.
And the LeBron haters will tell you that he's just padding his stats. He doesn't really care about winning. He's just padding his stats.
Lazy arguments.
Very lazy.
Oh, he should be averaging 21 points a game.
Bro, I see. What was I?
This is what we talked about at the beginning of the season with Dallas.
Oh,
That's
my
not
God.
going to happen.
So, but I don't want to.
Sorry, Dom. Like,
But I was in the comments. They was talking about it was a reel about the new pod with him and JJ Redick. It was a little clip of and he was talking about how Iverson and Steph Curry are very influential and iconic to the game of basketball. But I started reading the comments of and somebody was like, LeBron is not better than prime T-Mac. And I damn near threw my phone out the window. T-Mac was a great player.
Phenomenal.
But the disrespect LeBron gets on a daily, I don't know if I could handle that. Being like, bro, what?
it's a shame. See, look, and I get it, and it's not even like a homer take what I'm about to say, but I have had the luxury of watching virtually every game he played in the Cavalier uniform.
Same.
And so I don't watch the highlights on First Take and then watch them talk about it. No, I actually saw the game. I saw Daniel Marshall miss a wide open 23-footer that could have won the game, that he trusted him to shoot. I saw Eric
Multiple
Snow
times.
turn the bitch over in the teeth of the game. I saw
Because he
Z
can't
miss
dribble.
a, you know what I'm saying? I saw these things. And what he had to overcome in them early years, T-Mac couldn't have bared and still got into a championship round against 5 Hall of Famers. I'm going to put Pop in there because of the coach. So, miss me with that shit. If you want to come over to the house and we go back and watch every game, come on.
Start 5. Watching all LeBron's games.
When an 18-year-old kid giving 25
He's
and
coming.
26-year-old man
He's coming.
buckets.
And we're going to watch the Nets games first.
18-year-old giving them buckets straight out of high school.
Hey, did y'all see this?
Buckets.
I seen LeBron tried to enter the draft at 16, but they denied him.
He could have.
And I remember having a conversation with someone. I think John might have been involved in it, but they were saying that LeBron when they gave Rick Fox buckets at 16, and I'm like,
Buckets.
okay, I guess if you want to say that,
He might have been like an actual rookie then, instead of looking
right,
like
a real rookie,
Yeah,
right, not
look
this
like
fucking phenom.
Yeah.
I remember this
That's
conversation.
crazy.
Gabe.
You want me to shout out who said it?
Yeah,
Bro.
you can't-
Men. Buckets.
You want me-
LeBron is LeBron, bro.
you want me to-
Go ahead.
Allen
Bundy.
Williams, Al Bundy said that Rick Fox would have locked LeBron up.
Ron Artest couldn't do it. Well, Bruce Bowen had help on the backside, so he can shut the fuck up. Oh, Kobe hit. Yeah. You right. He didn't have a jumper when he was 22. I get that. 2020. I get that. So yeah, you might have had some success because you had Tim Duncan backing you up on the rim.
All they did was sag off and pause.
That's all they did.
Yeah.
They collapsed and forced him to shoot 20-footers.
They did the Giannis thing.
Then they couldn't do that no more. After 2006, they couldn't do that no more.
Nah, facts.
The whole defensive scheme had to change, which is why he went to the fucking finals.
That Pistons, that famous Pistons game,
He was in jumpers in that bitch.
knocking them down.
27 fucking points by itself in the game 5 of a playoff series in the daunted palace of Auburn Hills, Michigan.
And that was an NBA Finals championship team. That team was good.
They had went to the Eastern Conference
That's what I'm
Finals for
saying.
what,
Them boys
6
was
straight
good.
years?
6 out of 7. 2 finals appearances with 1 ring to boot. So look,
With that team,
and was a game away from winning 2 in a row.
listen, bro.
That's why I hate when people are like, oh, he went through the weak East. What are y'all talking about?
the LeBron slander.
That's because everybody ran from the East. Oh, we can't beat him.
That Pistons team was something to fuck with. And the Nets.
They were formidable. Yeah, they still had J. Kidd and Vince Carter.
The Heat had fucking Shaq and D Wade. So what are we talking about?
And we know the roster LeBron had. Like, cut it out, man. Cut it out.
All right,
Then
so
in 08,
look,
then
bro,
in 08, the Celtics.
this
beat
makes
the
me
Big Three,
upset,
so
bro.
What are we talking about? And the Magic. Like, what weak East are y'all talking about?
and he doing the same shit 20 years later
In the West.
over there, and it's tougher over there. I got you.
Still got him one, though.
And you know, unfortunately, he can't press like he used to press it. Might he be 5 years younger? They be the number 1 seed right now. But I digress. I mean, I expect a 39-year-old man to carry the mantle. Step up, AD. Shit. So,
He didn't step it up this year. Somewhat.
well, you know who y'all guy is, Josh.
That's because he's healthy, though.
saw so highly of at the beginning of the season, Austin Reeves.
No, don't say y'all guy, because that's not my guy. You know it. You know it's not my guy. He's supposed to be averaging 20.
No, but anyway,
15 to 18.
I'm dragging it.
I told y'all.
These.
What you showing?
Bet somebody just sent me the final 4 teams put $5 on it to win $75,000.
I might take that bet. So speaking of the final 4, the dance is beginning. Shame on me for not like watching a lot of college basketball, so I have no idea who's going to do what.
I don't think I said it on the pod, but I think UConn gonna win it again.
Yeah, they probably will. I mean, I guess. I just don't.
Yeah, so UConn is the number 1 seed in the East. North Carolina is the number 1 seed in the West. Houston's the number 1 seed in the South. And Purdue is the number 1 seed in the Midwest. And I want to say Houston and, if I remember correctly, Houston and Purdue both lost in their tournaments.
I think Houston won there.
Houston won it, okay.
North Carolina lost. In there.
Oh yeah. Because
North Carolina,
NC State beat
Yeah.
Duke and
Yeah.
they beat Duke and North Carolina.
lost their
Shout out to
conference
NC State,
championship
man.
game. Houston won theirs.
They got those. They still got them COVID eligibilities going on. A lot of these schools.
Yes.
Dude play. This is 8th year.
Yeah,
8th year of college basketball.
This a dude that's 26 years old playing college basketball.
He did 2 stints.
8th year.
He gotta
has 2
have
degrees.
at least 2 masters. No,
He's
forget
not
2
even in
degrees.
school
He gotta
no more,
have.
is he?
No, he has 2
Undergrad,
degrees.
he's 2
You go to
masters.
school as long as you want to.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean,
That's true.
at 26, you done had at least graduated once.
Yeah.
He has
He
2
got.
degrees.
He said he got 2 degrees.
And you still not getting up to go pro?
I think he's trying to.
I mean,
think
exactly.
he's enjoying that free schooling, or if he's still getting it. I don't know how that works.
You got to. I ain't paying on high ass college tuition just to hoop. But yeah, that shit OD. Being 26 and still hooping against college kids.
You're 8 years older than the youngest person
Bro,
on the roster.
it's like 7-year veterans in the NBA at
Right.
26.
In 26. And you going against kids? Come on, dude.
Luka's still under 25, man.
You're right.
I think Jason
He's
Tatum
been pro
just turned.
since 12.
Jason Tatum, I think, just turned 27. Like, this shit is.
Shame on you. Oh,
I got Kentucky though.
So we-
man. I'm rolling with Kentucky. You got the Kentucky blue on. Shout out to you.
so we talked mad shit about
Shout out
this
to my
guy
nigga John Wall.
early in the season. And come to find out, he wasn't playing well because he was sleeping on the air match. We're talking about DeAndre Ayton.
Oh, fuck him.
No, not that.
I saw
John,
that
you said that,
shit.
did you, John? Did you say that?
Yes. Bro, what is wrong with this?
I slept on
Bro,
an
you
air
making
mattress.
too much money to be sleeping on an air mattress.
But I slept on an air mattress before, and I still performed in the games I had to play in, whether it was
Listen.
pickup, high school, whatever.
Listen.
That's no
If
excuse.
you're at the highest level, you should be that shit should be one of the first things you should take care of. If it's so important and you're
Bruh.
you're supposed to be, hey, you can't call yourself dominating and that air mattress got you.
Bruh.
Like,
I like to stay in the fucking hotel.
He too damn big to be on the air mattress.
he's
bro.
too damn rich to be on that.
Bro,
air
right.
he's making over $100
He's too damn a
million.
lot of things to be on the air
You
mattress.
can stay in the hotel if you want comfortable.
You have over 100 mil and you're sleeping on a fucking air mattress?
You ever make one of
Why
your
does he have
Where's
an
your,
air mattress?
hold on. Where are your priorities? God, I know he got a car.
Yeah.
What are you driving in?
Probably a Tesla.
He not walking to practice.
Because remember he couldn't get out of his house.
Yeah, you could. It was slippery. Please even. I mean.
So why didn't you order an air mattress? Why didn't you order you a mattress that day? You didn't go to work,
Had time. Same day delivery. You got money to get same day delivery.
motherfucker. That is bullshit, bruh.
Didn't he get traded in the offseason?
Yes.
Maybe it just didn't
He
sit
had
in.
no
yet.
time in the offseason to get him a fucking.
That's what I'm saying. Where the fuck are your priorities?
Where's
at,
girl at?
Where your mama at? Like,
Yeah.
what the fuck?
Yeah, where's any female that cares about your well-being?
Your grandma, like,
Yeah.
They better watch
air mattress.
and no
they
disrespect, you know, if
He's
anyone,
7 foot,
if you don't have
250
anyone, you know,
pounds.
that's passed, but, bro, you're grown as fuck. Like, how do you not get a fucking bed?
And there's people on part of the organization that helps players with that type of situation.
I can see you bypassing the couch and the dining room
Yeah.
and all that shit.
Like, even
But a bed and some dishes
I bet
for
you-
the kitchen, you got.
I bet you got a TV and got a motherfucking PS5.
Oh yeah. And probably a gaming chair.
I bet you the Wi-Fi. I bet you the Wi-Fi hooked up in that bitch.
Yeah, Spectrum been by. Shout out.
None of that shit would matter if you didn't fucking complain about it. If
Yeah,
it's that
it shouldn't
important,
even been
if it mattered that
news,
much,
yeah, like-
then you should have got
Bro,
a
he
mattress.
just looking for an excuse, bro. You too bro. You're too grown, bro.
In this aspect, this is fitting, dude. Just shut up and dribble, man. just stop talking.
Oh, you on him with that?
Yeah, just shut up. And
No,
dribble.
he needs it.
Like,
He needs it, cause bro, why are you offering this up? Did anyone ask you how your living arrangements were?
The organization, somebody.
And you've been there for a minute. It's fucking March.
it's nonsense, man. It speaks to the mentality of the player, man. Speaks to the mentality of the player.
Y'all had an all-star break. You couldn't get a bed. Like, the fuck are we talking
He
about?
wasn't in Indy. I don't remember seeing him.
No, he wasn't there.
Like, what are you talking about,
Unless he
bro?
was there in spirit.
Bro, that pissed me off, bro. I want to punch him in the face.
And so
Like,
that-
give me your money, bitch. I'll go get you a mattress.
Right.
Yeah, I would-
Let me handle your
I
finances.
took
You
care
dumb
of all
fuck. I got you.
everything would have been furnished. So that completes the starting five fast break segment. We're gonna get into thoughts on and so we had a fleecing take place in the National Football
Oh
League
my god.
where the Chicago Bears sent
the Chicago Bears.
former second pick Justin Fields to the
He wasn't the second pick.
third pick,
10th,
10th pick. Okay,
I think.
Sorry.
Yeah, 10th pick, right?
Top. We'll just say top 10.
top 10
Oh.
pick.
10th pick.
Oh.
Justin Fields.
Yeah, he was a top 10 pick. Yeah.
Top 10 pick Justin Fields to the Pittsburgh Steelers for a very nominal fee,
Fucking
Oh,
six
They done
round
flipped their whole
conditional
QB room.
a 6th-round draft, and this is
conditional.
conditional 6th-round, and this is days after having signed.
So if he plays,
Russell.
it'll be a fourth.
Okay, and this is days after
51%
signing
of his snaps.
Russell Wilson to a 1-year deal. So now, and also traded Kenny Pickett
11.
pick to the Philadelphia Eagles for a 4th-round pick, I believe. And so the Squealers are moving players around. So Justin Fields, so somebody had made a comment
I told you they was gonna get rid of that.
in
fucking
regards
quarterback,
to,
bro.
and
He's sick of losing.
this is a shame, in regards to why, what happened to Russell Wilson in Denver, and then him selling for way, way less money here in Pittsburgh. And then Justin Fields being traded to Pittsburgh for way, way less money. Having to do mostly with the color of their skin. Like, black quarterbacks are cheap. in a sense, versus their white counterparts.
Russ is already still getting paid though.
Right. And you can't, I mean, you got Lamar, Deshaun, Jalen Hurts, Kyler Murray.
Half a
Black
pack.
quarterback, Pat. Yeah, Pat.
You said half a pack.
Yeah, half a Pat.
Hey, don't come on my halves like that. Halves stay up, man.
What did it say?
no,
If it's in you, it's in you.
I mean, but is there any validity to that with seeing how that, you trade Justin Fields for a conditional, right? But then you get a fourth for a shittier quarterback in Kenny Pickett.
I just feel like, okay, the Russell Wilson thing, like Hobbs said, and no, Justin said it, he's getting paid. So they could sign him for a vet minimum. The Justin Fields thing,
His value went.
like I said many moons ago on the pod, Chicago had everybody by the balls and they played their hands super wrong with that. Because y'all shitted on him and drove his stock fucking down.
Mm-hmm. So it's more of an indictment on Chicago as an
than it
organization than it is Justin Fields
'Cause,
as a talent, because we know he's talented.
Because this is his last year on his rookie contract if Pittsburgh don't pick up his 5th year. So he could get more money coming within the next year if something were to happen to Russell Wilson and Justin Fields would have to play. But like I said, Chicago definitely played their hand wrong because y'all could have kept Justin Fields, who's I still feel like is an excellent fucking player. Y'all just didn't have shit around him.
And so now they're going to proceed to putting shit around Caleb Williams.
I mean, they making moves. They making moves, but
Keenan Allen, they still got.
But it's yet to see. He hasn't played an NFL snap.
Right.
Where y'all could have kept somebody in house and built around that and made your team better.
Yeah, because is there any shame if Caleb Williams sits behind Justin Fields for a year?
I didn't feel like that would have been smart at all.
Nah, not for those two kind of players.
No, because if you keep Justin Fields, it's because you believe in him. If you keep Justin Fields and you draft Caleb Williams, that just
Well, it's cheap. I mean, he's on his rookie deal.
And that's
That's locker room issue.
Yeah, but
as ego.
He's a rookie. What issue?
He wants a percentage of the team
saying,
that drafts him. Obviously, he has a ego.
and the locker room loves Justin Fields.
And he
The
get his
locker room
ass
loves
punted
Justin
through a
Fields.
fucking upright thinking that way as well.
That's not how that works.
But that's why I said, he listen, bro. Caleb Williams is a great fucking quarterback, but I just feel like the media put too much dip on his ship. Like,
I mean, we gonna find out.
we
Well, it's a you know when you dip Lay's chips, they have a tendency to break.
mm-hmm.
Maybe he's a tortilla chip.
Those break too.
Damn.
They do.
He's the scoops.
All chips break.
He's the scoops.
All chips break, man.
Well, I'm not ready to say he's a scoop until I see it.
But
And he just see his shorts working out though. Say that.
we see how that went for somebody before.
At least he has the film to back it up.
Does he?
Suffered
Definitely.
some nasty losses this year.
Compared to that,
Well, I mean,
he put
Good,
numbers
good
on
luck
his
to
losses.
Chicago, man, and their endeavors. They've
Except
moved
for
on.
the
This has to be one of the worst franchises in professional sports.
The way, it's bad.
And they're terrible with quarterbacks.
Yeah, ask Jay Cutler.
He might be the best one they ever had. Now you gotta go back to Sammy. No, hold on. Damn, I just
Sid Luckman.
yeah,
Sid
Luckman.
Luckman?
Yeah, I was just talking to 50 Ball about Sid.
Was that what 70, 80, 90 years ago?
He's damn
It's
near
2024.
before the merger. Way before the merger.
Yeah, on his way. Yeah. Honey, this is almost That's nasty. This before.
Now, as far as Pittsburgh, I've been hearing conflicting reports about their quarterback dilemma now. So I think last week I heard that Russ will be the starter, and Justin Fields is coming to be the backup. But then now I just heard yesterday that they're saying that if Justin Fields outperforms Russ, they'll cut Russ. What's y'all thoughts on that?
That's why you signed that little
That's why I mean.
low risk deal.
Yeah,
Money wise, they
they make it out like a fat cat.
yeah. Yeah, it's all good.
They're probably just gonna wait a year for
very
that.
interesting. Very interesting saga development in Squealer country.
They did some good move. That's a great move for them. Less
Well-
than $5 million for 2 brand new quarterbacks is extremely impressive.
Obviously, it's something. It's a position. It was a high position of need.
Yeah, because their QB room was ass.
And what really pisses me off is, first of all, the
And now
motherfuckers-
they can admit it that it was ass.
Oh, yeah, quite-
Shout
no
out to
question.
them. Now they can finally admit that it was ass.
they always find a way to win anyhow, and now
They didn't need to. They don't even say it publicly. We see by the moves y'all making. Y'all do that
Got
shit was
competent quarterback.
hot garbage.
And me personally, I still don't think the quarterback room is all that great still.
It's an upgrade.
It's definitely better
No, it's
than it
definitely an
was last
upgrade,
year.
but the
I'm
way
saying-
they reacted to this shit, it's like,
It's just a really good move though. It's like either you get a guy who's really good that still has something left in the tank, or you don't, and then you got a young guy with a
with
lot
a
of
lot of
potential
potential.
that you could work with. A lot more potential than what you already had, and then you got more for what you had, and gave up less for what you, and that's better.
Mm-hmm.
All they go was a 6th round pick and $5 million, and they got a 4th round pick back.
It's good business, man.
That's
I ain't
great
mad at
business.
it. They're a great organization.
I just feel like that's
Stuff
something like
that.
if the Jets did something like that, I'd be happy as hell. Just be like, dang, we
Same
finally
here.
just made a fucking move, like, and we're not handcuffing ourselves for the next 4 years and have no draft picks. Like,
Yeah.
this is low risk, high reward. Because you already sucked, sucked at that position. So it's not like you go lower.
Y'all brought
You're not
Russ.
losing any money. Someone else is paying.
You brought
that
Russ in
contract.
because he has to prove himself. Same with
They're both
Justin.
hungry.
Yeah.
That's good stuff. Right?
Low risk, high
AFC
reward.
North football.
Well,
they got
that's-
some people
that's-
who need to prove themselves.
That's great
Good
business.
luck.
right
Good
there.
luck dealing with 95.
But see, the
It's,
thing,
it's smoke all the time.
yeah,
man.
all the way around. But the thing is with me is the situation of that their whole offense philosophy, what they got going on in Pittsburgh, is like, this is where y'all wanted to come. And my thing with Russ, as far as
Well,
Pittsburgh,
they got Arthur Smith now.
I'm not excited about that name. That name doesn't excite me, John.
He's been
You
to
see-
an
you
AFC
see-
championship game.
You seen all the weapons he had in Atlanta.
He didn't have a quarterback. I'm just being devil's advocate.
No, for sure. But another thing
Yeah, man.
with Russell Wilson is he hasn't been the greatest teammate. We all know that's no.
He's coming to more
All the way
humble
back
now.
to Seahawks.
He's coming humble.
He got
now.
the little buzz cut and all
Yeah,
that
he's
now.
humble
Okay.
His lineup
He got a little
is
humble cut.
terrible, boy.
Well,
He
hold
got
on.
Pittsburgh, I know y'all
He
ain't
got
do
that
to
little.
boy.
He definitely got his hair cut in
So
Pittsburgh.
hold on, wait, time out. What do you mean he's humble now? As a man of faith, he should have been humble off the dribble.
I don't
Ego.
think
He has
his
ego.
ego was that crazy. It was just super corny because he wasn't doing shit.
That
So-
don't go good in the locker room.
And I don't think
you
he was
play
like,
football. That don't
no,
go
I get
over
that.
good in the
I'm
locker
not
room.
saying, but I don't think he walked in there like. I mean, he played well. He was a good quarterback. I
Just
think he
so.
just had the confidence. He was doing
Just
all
so.
this extra above and beyond shit, and that
Just
shit didn't
so.
translate.
It's been a long time since he's
You
been a good
asked for
quarterback.
an
just though.
office in a building you haven't played one game for. And then somebody.
You an executive?
Hold on,
Executive
hold
now?
On, hold on, and then hold on. Do you remember this? You had to, in order to talk to him, you had to talk to somebody else for them to go ask if he wanted to talk to you. Excuse me? When did you become the owner of this motherfucking team?
But look, John, even before that, guys you won Super Bowls with,
Didn't
Richard
fuck with you.
Sherman, Marshawn Lynch, they don't even have your number, bruh.
You right, I forgot.
There's something going on with this guy.
Yeah, I forgot.
I don't know if that's what you want in your locker room.
But
you know what I mean?
I just thought I'm just being devil's advocate and just tossing shit. I think he's a terrible teammate because there's no reason why your teammates can't talk to you.
Yeah, like what?
Like you think you just so above.
Your wife is Sierra. You raise a future child. You just think you that nigga, so to speak.
Did he have his own kids yet?
You just
Yeah.
think you
Okay,
that.
at least he leveled the playing field. Yeah.
Yeah.
Alexa, play Future. I'm that nigga. You just think you that guy, huh? Been a while since you won the Super Bowl, man. Pete Carroll was done with you. Sean Payton ain't want nothing to do with you.
Damn.
I mean, hey, good luck, man. See y'all soon.
I mean, even if he, if he rides off into the sunset, I think he ain't gonna have nothing to be ashamed about. I mean,
He
you may
made
not,
his
you
bag,
may,
got
you may
a
not,
ring.
right? You may not been
He
everybody's
was a hell
cup
of
of
a
tea.
player. He was a hell of a player.
Cup of
And,
coffee
and
is
we
tea.
don't really blame him for that departure in Denver.
You know, so
Not the way
yeah.
Sean Payton was acting.
well, yeah, Sean Payton's an utter ass.
So
We saw the movie.
He didn't want to.
also he's going into a different, a more solidified.
He's not gonna be able to pull that. I mean, he
And
know how
not
to.
in that contract.
Yeah, that's what I'm
He starts
saying.
some
You know how to
shit in
carry.
here.
Can't throw
That's
no
why I
weight
say
around.
he's
He ain't
humble.
been throwing no
Like,
weight around. Yeah. He got to. That's why he got it. That's why he cut his hair. He got that little schoolboy
You
cut.
in
That
the
shit
office?
is terrible.
Go ahead and wrench you when you cut, man.
Got that little
Wrench you in the
kindergarten
office,
cut.
little-
Hella outs, hella slants, and a deep ball.
All right. So, not talk about the Squealers no more. Former Rams NFL legend Aaron Donald breaks his. Well, he called it a career.
Burnt out, he says.
Winning
He wanted to retire after the Super Bowl.
winning the Super Bowl and winning Defensive Player of the Year quite a few times.
All pro.
Definitely an All-Pro.
Almost every
Oh,
year.
word.
What are your
They
thoughts
play.
on Aaron Donald's
He's a
career
Pro Bowl player
and
still.
where do you rank him, if at all, in your all time?
He's up there. He's definitely one of all time great defensive lineman for sure. First ballot Hall of Famer. You name it.
He gets 3.
I would just say, I can't say that. Three defensive player or
Defensive
defensive
player.
lineman.
Defensive player, completely.
I can't say that because I'm a secondary guy, so I'm definitely gonna have at least 2 secondary guys.
That's
in my-
fine. I get that. I just think his when I hang my hat
I got
on
him. I got him top 5.
When I hang my hat on with
I don't
AD,
know. He might. Be
I
right
got. I
outside.
might have. I got him top 5.
really like I really harp on this. My boy is an undersized D tackle, and he did all that
Yeah.
mainly from his starter career was interior,
Mhm.
and then he started flopping around, and he was still dominant. I just think that alone, just to be his size to dominate inside, outside,
Yeah, I feel you.
run, pass, like he literally did it all.
And John,
he was
the
getting
guy,
triple team,
But
quadruple team.
the guy have above him.
and John, he got elite robo hands.
Oh, he's 3. I said 3.
The guy have above him. I mean, you sent the stats to the group. That's why I was making it. Reggie White was
Reggie
doing
White's a
that.
dog too.
Reggie White was doing
No.
that. He,
His numbers are crazy.
I definitely, got,
It's tough.
I definitely got LT and Reggie White ahead of him for sure.
I got LT.
and I got 2 people, but I got 2 people above him also that I feel probably are biased to me because one is Deion Sanders, and the other one's Ray Lewis.
I can't argue Deion. I have Ray Lewis. Ray Lewis is 2 for me. Who's the other DB that you had?
Ride. I'm a big ride guy, man. Or Chuck. I mean, I gotta throw
Ooh,
2.
Chuck.
I gotta throw 2 DBs.
I can't put Chuck. I can't put
If you
I can't put
if you
Chuck.
got excuse me.
There's a lot of guys up with
I'm
Chuck.
choking on that because if you got Chuck up there, Ed got to be up there.
No, that's why I say
Sure,
ride
right.
though. Ride. That's why I say ride.
Okay.
Ride is my guy, man.
Because if you throwing Chuck, you got to put Ed up there.
He's top.
Ed is definitely up there too, though. Like it's a lot. It's. I
Ed
mean, I
top 10
can't
for
do
me.
top 5. I can't do top 5. You gotta let me. You gotta give me a top 10 when it comes to this, cause it's just too many.
I know.
And then a guy like Deacon Jones, who don't really get talked about enough too.
I can't put him in there because I didn't watch him.
I
You
just
still
think
gotta respect.
he
him.
has his resume is complete though.
Who?
AD.
No, it is. No,
He
he's
literally
definitely
has
top 10.
everything
He's
except
definitely
for
top 10.
a Super Bowl MVP.
He's definitely top 10. I mean, but how many defensive players win Super Bowl MVP?
Exactly.
Not
But it's just to say
Man,
complete.
Don't do that.
Not many.
I'm just saying you can't
Not,
say it's
like
complete.
I said, not many. Not many.
But he has the end of season awards. I mean, he has the signature plays. He has some crazy highlights, regular, normal shit. It's just he's a dominant player.
I'm not disagreeing with you at all.
No,
I had
AD
to
is
agree.
that.
Every time I think, I just think quadruple team. They really put all their research. He's not even moving. They just sit there blocking him.
What
That's
does it say about a player only playing 10 years, walking away from the game though?
Pat Willis.
Going out on your own terms, man.
Yeah.
He sees through it. He accomplished what he wanted to accomplish. He's not
He got the
looking
ring.
for reasons to be motivated. He's not
Got
trying to
his
damage
money.
himself.
Right. This is what they say. This is what you do. This is not who you are. It's time to move on.
That's
man.
someone that's
Something
comfortable
else.
with themselves and comfortable with their career, and doesn't define themselves as a football player.
Barry Sanderson did it. Calvin Johnson.
Move
You said
on.
Pat Willis.
Yeah. With your health.
I mean, nothing wrong.
And he's
with it
super
at all.
lucky that he ain't getting none crazy.
No
So
major,
it's just-
no
it's-
major
it's-
crazy injuries.
it's chilling.
He ain't even get cut when he was doing the stuff with the knives either. You know what I mean?
That was wild. That's still wild to this day. I still don't believe that. I think he's just doing that for ESPN. I still don't believe that shit. You still great, KD, but
Yeah.
you missed me with the samurai swords.
You will be missed, man. I wonder what the Rams do without you, man.
Huge,
'Cause I was kind of hopeful for them this year.
huge.
NFC
voice.
West teams, quarterbacks is happy as hell, bro. They was all tweeting about it.
Oh, hell.
I said Deion, Gino, Kyler.
Kyler.
Purdy ain't say nothing. He's still, recovering from that loss. It's all good.
Alright, they go sign someone to protect him. You ain't gotta worry about that.
Well, shout out Aaron Donald. What are your thoughts on number 18 not going to Ohio State's pro day?
Man, I'm him, bruh. I see
mean,
y'all at the draft.
It's a lock.
I was at the pro. He was at the pro day. He did what he did at the pro day last year.
What did Caleb Williams pro day do for him? What did that like change for him?
Nothing. He's
It's the
going
same
to-
shit. Like Marv is locked. Like there's nothing.
And he's ushering in a new
Whoever's arguing.
moniker, a new, you know what I mean? Like when you really that guy, you ain't gotta jump through hoops. Like you did what you was supposed to do.
Whoever's arguing anything. About
Low key, he
Marv
want to
not
come
being the
back,
top
but he
5
just
pick.
can't. Business wise, he can't come back and play another year in
They're just
college.
bored.
He want to come. He really wanted to come back.
Quite sure they can scurry up $20 million from him to come back to Ohio State.
Don't raise my tax dollars.
Right.
Leave me the fuck alone.
I mean, when they NIL, I mean, they can come up with a deal.
Ohio State has a great alumni booster club.
And I'm sure people.
They definitely broke out the wallets
I'm sure.
this year.
I'm sure they could do it with the backing of what goes on.
No, but he's solidified top 5. So
There's nothing to prove there.
The only thing I'll ever argue is skipping like games. Like a
Yeah.
ball game or something.
yeah,
I get that, but like these pro day, combine, leave that shit alone.
Well, I'm not
If
mad
you're
at
locked
Marv.
in, you're locked in.
I'm not mad at Marv skipping the bowl
The
game.
Cotton
this
Bowl.
year.
I mean, he would have played in it if it was.
No, I'm pissed about that.
You are.
I'm a believer.
I'm
in
gonna
finishing
do
out.
it.
Go out with the squad, bro. Like,
Yeah. You're never
But I
gonna
mean, it's
play
been a
with lot of
history with
these
those
guys
receivers
again.
though. Like
but
Olave.
but this
Garrett
just
Wilson.
started though, and I didn't agree with them doing it.
No, for sure.
Even though
But
we got
Marv Sean and
Marvin Jackson
and Jig
and Jig went off, but
insane. I'm playing. I'm playing. If it's a game, I'm playing. It's my last college game.
I don't agree missing games, but the combines, the niggas in shorts.
Yeah,
I
kind
don't
of,
care,
bro.
bro. It's doing absolutely nothing.
I'm gonna show up for the game for football.
The
not
only thing I
underwear
say
games.
is, like I said, it's only for locks.
Right.
That I don't agree with
Yeah.
you going. Go
If
ahead,
you still
bro.
got some boxes and checks and things
Yeah,
like that, and
if
you want
Or if it's a comp, like,
raise.
if it was really a conversation between him, Marvin, Rome, or somebody, then go out there. And
Because
prove yourself.
for example, the Texas receiver, A.D. Mitchell, they was expecting him to run a 4.5. Big frame receiver, he came and run a 4.39. Stock skyrocket. So I mean, if you
Yeah, I
can
like
help
that,
yourself,
yeah.
help yourself. Someone like Marv, there's nothing he can do. He can
He'll
run a
only hurt
4.4.
himself.
He can run a 4.1. It don't matter. He's not moving out the top 5.
Right.
And then my thing, he training. It ain't like he just sitting around waiting to the draft. He grinding day in and day out. Come on, man.
I mean, I personally don't see why he would go to
No,
any of that shit.
guys like that don't need to go.
But something to talk about nonetheless.
And that Kirby Smart quote.
Well, hit him with it.
All right, so speaking of college football with players not playing in the ball game, things like that, it seems like it's bleeding over into the high school game. where Kirby Smart had an opinion about high school football players that are not playing their senior year. He said if a kid does not play his senior year because he signed, he don't really want him on their team. What are y'all thoughts on top high school athletes for going their senior high school year because they signed?
I think it's idiocy, if there is such a word. No,
And one thing I would say too before y'all dive in is like, who's advising these kids? Because these are kids still. Like, who's advising this? Is it
The
parents?
motherfuckers in their pockets.
Because I know it ain't coaches.
no, I think there's
You know how it goes, man.
you haven't arrived yet.
Someone's
It's
knocking
got to
on
be
their
like
door.
a parent.
Now that they can get money, now it's a little less. Now it's more lenient. So it's knocking at the door. This dude could be great.
What's gonna be the success rate of that though? Like if you, like we all know, how detrimental it is for players to sit out. I mean, I know it's only 16, 17, or 18-year-old kids. I get that, and so you can pick it up like you never left it. But you know what I'm saying? If you don't, the analogy that the philosophy that if you don't use it, you lose it is true.
Fact.
You can't sit out a year. So if you elite as a junior, and you don't come back and play again to a freshman in college,
Yeah,
Who's-
hurting
who's-
yourself.
who's-
Yeah.
You
who's
can
to
be
say
a step behind.
yeah, who's
everybody.
to say that you're gonna be better?
Yeah.
So I think
You
that's
playing on
stupid.
these 7-on-7 circuits and all that. That ain't football.
No, that's not football.
What about examples like Jamar Chase?
You playing college football.
Yeah, he played big time college football. And it was
Are you
COVID.
comparing a high school junior to a Biletnikoff?
Hold on, and it was COVID. Wasn't it
I'm
was
just
COVID?
saying.
He set out because of COVID.
Yeah.
So he had a reason.
I guess.
And
Hold
Chase is
on, but
Chase.
I'm asking you,
Everybody
are you
got
comparing
Chase.
that 17, 16-year-old to...
I'm just saying that's an example. That's someone who they want to be like.
Cool.
Yeah, but
Work
Chase
out.
didn't sit out.
But he proved himself against guys that he's actually going to see on Sunday. You didn't.
Yeah, because these kids change the zip codes in
Because
college.
some of the kids that
Like
you
nothing.
playing on Friday night
It'll never play. It's
will
never
never
play.
play.
No, it's
on
never
Saturday.
playing football again.
Yeah.
Forget Saturdays. They're not playing until the Turkey Bowl at their local high school. I'm just being
No,
real.
that's wild. No, I disagree with that. I
No, that's trash.
You gotta
Come on,
take
man.
full
That's
advantage
how
of every
that's trash.
opportunity
And
you have.
whatever parent or advisor, uncle, whoever's doing that to them kids, y'all are fucking idiots.
Play ball, man.
And like, why would you even tell a kid that?
And what kid wants to miss their senior year of any sport they're playing?
Imagine someone coming to your table like, hey, hear me out, John. You know what I mean? You got all these offers, da-da-da. We gonna go ahead and just train and all that, and we gonna sit out this. Bruh, get the fuck out my face, bruh. Ain't nobody trying to hear that.
Who you talking to?
I couldn't imagine someone saying that. Like, what? Yeah, okay.
I wouldn't do it.
Never.
And all the guy, my teammates and all that. Like, what? Come on, bro.
So what do you do when you walking through school? Like,
Boy, I'd be sick. We find out you just walking through the halls, not playing football, just training
I'll
for
be
college.
Yeah, like,
Yeah, okay. You're my guy.
you might not make it in college, bruh.
you better transfer
Yeah.
or be homeschooled.
Could you imagine that?
Yeah, you might as well be homeschooled. Just train all day, every day then.
Oh, you think you're that
Right.
good, bro? You think you're that good, bro?
You're
You
not
gotta
gonna
go out here and prove
That's
it. You gotta
not
go out here
last
and
year.
prove it.
That's not gonna go over well. Like,
That's some
Shit,
sucker,
I'm
bro.
your friend.
That's why.
I'm
That's
your
why I
friend.
say that. That's why I'm so passionate about them kids in college. That's it's some sucker shit, bro. Play the game.
And these kids are petty nowadays.
I'm the friend that might not ever play football again.
yeah, bro.
You're not gonna play. We play together. We
Or-
play
or-
together all 4 years.
Or say we had a chance that we lost states last year,
Yeah, we gotta.
and we got a chance to go back and win that bitch. But now you don't want to play, and now we possibly don't have a chance to go. Bro, that's corny as fuck. Oh yeah, I gotta look up. Listen, you are always number one in your life, but not playing your senior
Bruh.
year of ball.
If this is what you do, then do that.
Even play football.
Cool.
That's why I don't get that low
That's dumb
management
as hell.
bullshit. Oh, this so he don't get hurt. Bro, he can get hurt at any time.
You can get hurt training.
Wait, so did somebody just break their middle toe on a getting out of walking in their bedroom recently? I forgot who the fuck it was, bro. They just broke their middle toe.
They probably get this out of the bed.
Remember Thomas Jones broke his fucking hand. See, he allegedly was reaching for a phone or whatever, but he broke his hand. Like, come on, bro.
Indians pitcher.
Bieber?
No, the crazy one that they had the rape charge in Cali.
Damn, that's egregious.
No.
Allegedly.
Bauer, he got you.
Bauer. Trevor Bauer.
Oh, yeah, Trevor Bauer.
Playing with drones right before an ALCS game. Cut his hand. You get hurt any kind of way.
Tom Brady at practice.
Jaylen Brown. Cooking.
Week.
Cut his fingers. A finger, allegedly.
John Wall.
So, I think you just lose you lose a step.
Yeah, and then your competitive fire, like
How do you restart your?
And this is what we was talking about. These little niggas don't want to compete. They just want shit handed to
when
them.
you get to Ohio State
they want the
campus,
pageantry. They don't want to grind for this shit.
When
They
you
want
get
the
to
pageantry.
USC campus, this the kid that took took his senior year of high
Let's
school.
let-
Oh my God.
Let's see if you really about that. Let's see if you really him.
No, facts.
Barbecue chicken.
Facts.
That's gonna be the roughest.
Get like that.
That's gonna be the roughest
It
training
really get
camp
like
in
that, bro.
And listen, and guess what? His sucker ass can go leave.
It really get like that. You don't want to have that. You don't want to have that stain, that moniker attached to your name that you ain't got that.
And remember how we talked about a competitive advantage on this show before? You lose that edge and you go out there against some boys and they heard about you and you supposed to be the next new thing.
They gonna be on your head. They gonna be like Russ. They gonna be like.
Yeah, so stay in school, damn it, and
Finish
play
your season.
and finish your season out
For your guys, man. Be a real one.
and play. Enjoy your childhood because
Should get
it
a
don't
real
last
one
long.
fast.
All right, what are your thoughts on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's been getting a lot of love for MVP considerations,
As he should.
and it's now the Thunder, I believe, are number one in the Western Conference.
It's been teetering.
And back in the day, it was
I don't see what the debate
the
is.
best player on the best team. Although by that measure, Boston, I guess Jason Tatum would have consideration as well.
But they're
if you think
frauds.
about that. This is
You gotta
true.
throw that in
But
there.
Jason Tatum also has all-stars all up and down his roster. I bet you the average fan couldn't name 4 people on Oklahoma City's team.
No. That's a good point. So is the Shai for MVP consideration is that real news?
Should be the front runner.
He's
For
number
sure.
2 for me. So, I'm with it.
I think Ant should be getting more consideration.
Yeah,
He's number
I
3
agree
for
with
me.
that. I feel like
You got Yoke one.
What you feeling, E?
I'm not a big fan of
I ain't mad at
voter
that either.
fatigue. I hate voter fatigue.
well, the thing about
Or voter fatigue. or-
voter fatigue.
I'm not going to put LeBron over Jordan fatigue. I think that's what started that shit.
Yeah, that definitely
Exactly
started.
what happened.
LeBron should have 6 MVPs in his match, so minimum. Well, you kind of gotta look at Shai. Well, he is averaging more points than Yo. He probably don't average more rebounds. Does he average as many assists? What's his
No.
assists? He's like around 6.
Yeah, Yoke at what, like damn near 10?
But the simple
Is it
fact,
Not 10.
26, 12, and 9 for Yoke. And then we got 30, 31, 6 and 6, I guess we round up.
all right, that's Jordan numbers.
That's nice.
Okay, so you go from a play-in team a year ago to the number 1 seed in the Western Conference, in a loaded Western Conference, by the way.
And the only thing they really added was Chet.
And that's all they added was Holmgren, getting him healthy after he ran to that freight chain in a pro-am game.
Oh, it ran into him.
No, you gotta get out of the
He
way.
said, chill out. It's the pro-am. Do a floater.
No!
This gets
I'm trying to dunk this ball. I'm trying to get this. I'm here for the
He did my
people.
boy wrong.
I'm here for the people.
That's how you
Chill
always
out
be
with that
remembered.
forearm, man.
That's how you always be remembered.
You ain't act like that. You ain't act like that when that dude was locking you up. You ain't act like that want to go get my boy Chad forearm though. That's bullshit.
Hey, it's crazy.
Get the blue outside.
That old dude was guarding the fuck out of him.
That's
He wasn't
what the
doing
fuck
none of
you
that
did.
shit.
It's crazy. Hey, it's crazy. You gotta get your welcome to the NBA moment in a pro-am game.
No, but no, you go from basically a play-in team to a number 1 seed, and you basically duplicate what you did a year ago, where you couldn't have got any consideration. And you know, I gave him some heat earlier because I thought, you know, Donnie is equally, you know, in terms of that, but Shea definitely is balling this year.
Solidified.
And so it wouldn't be voter fatigue in the sense that you go from play-in to number 1 seed.
Nah, not for
That-
Shea
that's-
specifically.
That's why his consideration should be a little heavier.
Not for Shea specifically. I'm probably like, it's like a very close two. A very, very close two.
I think I said it at All-Star break or when we said it, but I got Shea as the MVP. I know I didn't pick him at the beginning of the year, but I think we redid our shit a couple pods ago, and I got Shea. And Yoke definitely still up there because Yoke is just Yoke. Like, come
It's
on,
crazy.
bro. That shit is ridiculous at this point. Like,
It's crazy.
I wouldn't be mad at either one of those two.
but I got Shea and
For Shea eight.
What if it comes down to who wins the Western Conference? That's what they're gonna give us.
That's
Would that
fine.
be okay with that?
That's okay with
Would that be
me.
okay with that?
I like if their numbers
Because
stay the
it's
same.
those three. It's those three teams
Well,
that's battling it out.
I mean, they're the Nuggets are
It's,
half
it's,
game
it's
back.
only like a game and a half difference. So
Yeah.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? So it's not like it's
Yeah.
that wide of a margin.
Yeah.
I mean, Jason Tatum's still up there for me because, you know, Boston is balling, but I feel like Shea Ant doing more. And my other guy out the East is he's you know he can't qualify.
That was the only guy at the East for me.
And truthfully,
Yeah, guys.
if you've been watching the Nuggets here, Michael Porter Jr. is fucking automatic now. He's definitely raised his game
And
over
this
the last.
is why I'm
I
mad
ain't
at
gonna
us
lie.
for not drafting him.
I wanted him. Man.
Bad as fuck.
They need to put me on the board, man. We didn't miss on a few people that I really wanted.
I don't know. I don't think that would have worked out the same though. He has the luxury of not having to be number 1 or 2 guy on that team. And he just recently started hitting his stride. It took him a while.
But
He had a lot of injuries. He missed a lot of.
But he
a lot
had
of time.
remember he was number 2 guy. And he had to
It was
adjust to Murray coming back
But he couldn't stay healthy.
all last year.
He couldn't stay
I'm just
healthy.
talking about since he's been
I
healthy.
mean, we got the Cleveland Clinic though, so you got to consider that.
So
John.
he was up and down for the first few years of his career, but when he became, you know, a good player, he had to adjust to Jamal coming back last year, and now he's flourishing in this role, and that's what maturity does for a young player.
Yeah.
Especially after winning a championship, like, oh yeah, I'll do that. Fuck, we tasted the views on the top of the mountain.
Right.
So fuck yeah, I'll run through that brick wall for you, coach.
Nah, he's always been a talent though.
Hey, but you
course,
talk
I didn't
about
think he should've
you
fought
talk about
for
the
it.
injuries and everything. Look what Philly did and hung on to Joel Embiid.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
the Cavs
but there's
got
another
burned
one.
by Z.
There's another one.
They got burned by quite a
Who
few
you
players
don't like?
with injuries. I don't think they was gonna have done that right.
I'm just talking about the success.
Yeah.
I wouldn't drafted him.
I would've
drafted
drafted-
Mike.
Of course I would.
I mean, he was the number 1 pick all throughout high school in his class.
Who we wound up
in
getting
his
that
freshman
year?
year.
Colin Sexton.
I definitely would have drafted Michael
Where he
Jordan
at?
earlier.
So
Okay.
Salt Lake City.
And no knock to Collins, he's a good player. But I mean, a 6'10", who are you trying to replace at the time?
Listen. You preach to the choir right here, EB. I was sick.
I just don't think it'll work out the same. I think it's a lucky
We
hit,
don't
championship.
know.
I know you can't knock them
It
though.
probably would have worked out better than the Sexton though.
How do you know, man?
You
Y'all probably
don't know.
He not here.
Don't know.
Y'all probably would have been done with him after he missed his first 2 years. Like,
Nah,
oh my
we
god.
don't
They didn't
do
quit
our
on
guys
Z.
like that. We
Z,
don't do our guys
Z
like
didn't
that.
play. Z
But he
started.
didn't play particularly well when he was playing though. It was
Since
like
George
he was.
Rogowski when he was
I'm
young.
talking about
was-
MPJ.
Oh, okay, I'm saying, about to say, but I'm saying they were patient enough to wait on him, and I mean he went from '96 till virtually 2002 before he was actually healthy again. That was a 6-year span, and they stuck with him. So I believe they were stuck with the kid. But
Hey,
they,
Mike,
they just
hey,
did. They just
come
didn't
on,
evaluate
man.
it right.
No,
It's
come
no way they
on.
evaluated that right.
We
Come
also,
on home, baby.
I mean,
And it's a back injury. We see what back injuries do, man. They're taking our guys out the game, man. Our stars.
But the thing about it
That's
is,
what Joel Embiid was coming in with, and he went 3.
Talking about what we're going through right now. I'm personally dealing with someone with a back injury that is a game changer.
We have no clue who he's talking about.
So
Hush!
that shit.
Hush!
So back injuries are really bad.
hold on, talking about, is it his back or is it his brain?
He had surgery.
It's his heart.
They have
This
brain
is
surgery.
coochie, bro.
They
Come
have
on,
brain
bro.
surgery.
So he need to ease
They
on
have back
down.
surgery.
He need to ease on down that motherfucking road and get him a back, a brain, and a heart.
He's on down the road.
He's so goddamn
Shout out to
broke.
the Wiz.
He's so broke he can't even find Dorothy ass.
Oh,
Fuck
man.
out of here.
No, I want to
This motherfucker. Come on. It's his brain. Alright,
When they do the CAT scan for that
so
dog,
so
on
Shea
his
for
heart,
MVP.
it's not
So
there.
Shea for MVP.
my vote.
Yeah,
If
Shea
I
got
had
my
one.
vote. Shea got my vote.
You got my vote.
I give it to him.
I'm not mad. I mean, listen, I'm
I'll
not
give it
mad
to
at Yo getting a bitch. He's balling, but if I had a vote, it'd be for Shea.
I can't argue that.
I like new songs.
I mean, I already said
Shout
I
out
wouldn't
to
be
Kentucky.
surprised
Like
if they
him,
made the
so
finals.
fine.
I already said that. So I
Discovering
can't,
new-
I can't,
That I
Flavor.
would be surprised about.
I can't act like he's not an MVP. So
That I would be surprised about. But for again, playoffs has nothing to do with the regular season because it's a
Right.
regular season award. But regular season, I give it to Shea.
Is there anybody on that roster over 25?
Besides
Not
Gordon
playing
Hayward.
significant minutes.
You know what I'm
Besides Gordon
saying?
Hayward, no.
Young
Not
guns.
nobody
He
playing
might be
significant
25. He got to be 25.
Who, Shea?
Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
I believe he's over 25.
Young
He's
guns.
25, exactly.
But the rest of them homeboys. Oh, Bismack Biyombo 31. I digress. Where the fuck did he come from?
I said significant minutes.
Oh, okay, you did say that. Disclaimer. Alright.
Bismack ain't fucking playing.
Nigga, hold on, Shea is
25.
25.
It'd
Yeah.
be 26 in July.
So I give him the MVP nod. Alright, so before we, okay, so any thoughts on your current NFL team a week after free agency started?
Nope.
Big
He
Mike.
did shit. We
Yeah,
resigned
Big Mike,
Arthur
man.
Millette.
Like I said, like I told the chat, over under.
And shout out to all my teams in my division taking niggas off my team. I guess y'all seen something, huh?
I mean, hey.
You can't pay him
Sound
all,
like
can you?
Isaiah Thomas.
I mean, y'all had 2 Pro Bowl quarterbacks. We can't get one.
Y'all got one already. But y'all need ours.
Well, we need one of yours.
He's more recent.
Yeah, he's more recent.
What have you done for me lately?
Good one,
That's cute.
Justo.
Y'all need
Good
them.
one, Justo.
Y'all need them more than they do.
We definitely do. I would have gladly had a nice little pro.
He's
Bowl
not the
on our
AFC
side.
North though.
I wouldn't have threw the shot if he would have got if he'd have went there. I just find it funny that
I'm confused, really,
I
on
just
why
find
they
it,
signed him.
I am
And
too.
Jameis.
Who, Huntley?
Because y'all got
Yeah.
Jameis, y'all had Jameis, y'all got DTR.
So
What the fuck?
is DTR, is that over?
Yeah,
The offense is changing.
that wobble he threw
Offense
against
is
the Ravens
changing.
at home. They said
He's
fuck
a
that.
fucking rookie. Like, get a nigga a shot.
He had a shot.
Man, come on. This
It's,
lies the problem.
it's a
But
cold world out here, man.
We talking about backup quarter, 3rd string quarterbacks. Like
It's cold in Cleveland,
Well,
man. You
this
don't
shit
get a shot,
shuffles, man.
Yeah.
You don't get a shot
I
around.
mean, it moves around quite a
You
bit.
can't push the ball down the field. This is a different offense now.
did y'all allow him?
Did you watch the game, John?
I saw the play calling. Again, I asked you the question. Did
Like
y'all
I said,
allow
the
him?
offense is changing.
Did y'all allow him to
They
put?
didn't
Push the
even
ball
allow,
down the
They
field.
didn't allow Ford to push the ball down the field. Only
That's what I'm
person they
saying.
allowed
You
to
can't
push
you
the
can't
ball
blame
down
that
the
all
field
on the QB.
Was number 5 or 6.
He's still on the roster. You know what I mean? We had 4 quarterbacks on the roster last year during the offseason.
Because the rookie of the year, his offensive coordinator let him push the ball down the field, and it ain't like y'all don't have receivers on the team.
DTR don't have the arm talent that CJ Stroud got. Let's not do that. Let's not do that,
We
John.
won't even know that.
How
Y'all ain't seen college football? Y'all ain't seen UCLA play? Y'all ain't seen Ohio State
I
play?
seen him put up numbers at UCLA.
Okay.
Hey, DTR, good riddance, man.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
I don't give a
he's
fuck.
still on the roster.
Kick his ass to the
Nah.
curb.
Why y'all kicking him off the team?
Y'all
already?
kicked him off the team. I didn't do shit. Y'all just signed 2 fucking quarterbacks.
And when is he about to be a
And
receiver?
Like I said about-
shoulder.
Like I said about Mike Vrabel, the fuck, just read the tea leaves, bro.
Speaking of that,
Y'all just signed 2 quarterbacks.
What's that all about? The vapor.
Like I said in the group, the second y'all hit a lull in the season, they're firing Kevin Stefanski and Mike Vrabel being our interim head coach.
Like, what is he consulting?
How they gonna fire Kevin Stefanski when he about to get an
Hey,
extension?
what was Doc consulting on a 30-win basketball team?
Good point.
Like I said, the second
No.
Kevin Stefanski trips, Mike Vrabel will be there to catch his playbook and tell him to go ahead and keep
No,
tripping out
Vrabel
the
just
door.
needs something to do.
I
man.
I agree with John in the fact that you've invested
Y'all just made up a fucking
position.
job for him.
Yeah, like deep.
Mike
invested.
Vrabel did the same thing for Jim Sports. He paying back the favor.
Hey, listen,
He paying
bro,
back the favor, John.
I tend to agree
You
with him.
looking too deep into it.
Oh. Okay.
The reason why I agree with J.H. is because
Because you don't like Kevin
Let
Stefanski.
EB
it's
talk.
not,
I am.
it's
Why
not
would
even
you
that I
not
don't
help?
like Kevin Stefanski. It's just the simple fact that to the previous point about not pushing the ball down the field, you put the 230 guarantee on the table. You went to Key Bank and took out a fucking Brinks truck. Then
Carry
you
on.
put him in,
Carry on.
and he looks okay. And you wondering why? Okay, come back the next season, fully healthy, full training camp, all of that shit, and then he looks okay again. And it's like, are there shackles on his feet? Is there handcuffs on his hands? When is he gonna be able to throw the ball beyond 30 yards? When is it gonna happen, Kev?
You didn't see it last year?
I saw
Against Tennessee, against the Cardinals.
and what did
You didn't see
Deshaun
that?
what did Deshaun say after the game? Oh, me and Amari saw something, and we went back to coach, and he okay, but that wasn't his play call.
But him
That was the
allowing it
players.
and letting them do that, that's good coaching.
So
Because most coaches,
Yeah.
no, we're not doing what y'all
yes,
want to do.
yes, you're absolutely right on that.
And hold
But that should
on.
be in the game plan.
And look what they did. They turned over the whole offensive side of the coaching staff. They got a Ken Dorsey. They hired 2 college offensive coordinators.
Because I believe they're not gonna let another season.
Exactly.
So if in fact John is right, and we looking at a fucking 5-4.
And y'all act like Mike
Or
Vrabel
some
was some
shit.
type of offensive guru.
But
Nothing
the
to do
thing
with that.
is,
What you mean it don't got nothing to do with that?
the
Yeah,
thing
they need an
is
offensive
the
guru.
is
That's
the
why they went and
motivation
got the
piece.
moves.
You know, like when you go to the store, and you know it's someone and you want to go place your order, and you be like, damn, where the fuck is their energy at? I'm coming to spend my money here, and you lagging in energy. That's Kevin Stefanski. These guys might need some rah-rah shit. Maybe that's what Vrabel provides.
You know that's what he's been
Jim
saying.
Schwartz is a rah-rah
But he
guy.
on the other side of the ball. We need somebody to get
Kev
both
got
sides
to
of
do
the
Kev
ball.
is.
You know that's what
And-
he's been
and
asking
maybe-
for. He said,
and maybe-
give up the play call and
And
be a
maybe
coach.
that
You
doesn't
know that's
work.
what he
And maybe
wants.
that's
And
why.
that's what Mike does.
They haven't said who was going to call plays yet. Kim might call plays.
And that's why he's on a short leash.
That's
Very
That's
short.
why. That's why Mike Vrabel
Very
was.
short.
What is he consult?
What is he consulting?
Could somebody pull up what his
We have a lot of young coaches on our staff.
Man, Hob.
He's there to help out with the young coaches, man.
Hob, quit with the PC bullshit.
He's sitting there waiting for that old state job, and Ryan they don't get his job
I'm
done.
waiting for the name of
Coaching
his
and
job.
personnel consultant.
Get the
Coaching and
fuck out of
personnel
here.
assistant. Head coach.
Hey, can you pull up somebody else that has that job title in the NFL?
Head coach.
Pull up the other 10 guys that has that job title.
Head coach.
He hoping there's another 10 niggas with that job title. Bruh, come on, bruh.
What am I
and why was
hoping?
that? And why is that breaking news?
What's breaking news?
That shit broke on Cleveland Plain Dealer on Instagram.
Every coach we had signed was news.
No, that was breaking.
quite like that
was
shit.
national.
You see, I just said news.
They played the music behind that shit.
Mike Vrabel's a name though. Of course, it's gonna be breaking news. He could have been on any
Everybody
team.
know who Deuce Staley is?
Not like Mike Vrabel.
Why not?
Mike Vrabel was a head coach. He was a coach of the year. Deuce Staley is a position coach. It's different.
And he was a running
It's
back.
levels.
Can't find nobody else.
That name holds weight.
And
I'm just,
Mike Vrabel won 3 Super Bowls with the Patriots.
yeah, I
He
got
was
you.
a great
Deuce Staley was a
linebacker.
Pro Bowl running back.
So who's more popular, Deuce Staley or Mike Vrabel? Let's be honest.
In their playing day?
Who's more popular? Period. Fuck all this stupid.
Vrabel.
Mike Vrabel is a bigger name than Deuce Staley. Come on, man, cut it out. Next. Next.
Nah,
No,
okay,
no.
You might have won that
Coach of the
one.
year,
Hey, Hob, you might have won that one, but you lost the rest. That nigga is here for Kevin's job.
Kev getting extended. How you gonna take his job when Kev and AB about to get an extension?
Who's that? It's Mike.
Adrian, what the fuck is that? Adrian Griffin just signed.
And he just won 2 Coach of the Years. Kev ain't going nowhere, bro. I'm standing on that. Kev, I'm standing on that.
Who is it? It's Mike.
I'm standing on that.
Wait.
What do you want, Mike?
Are you
Your
saying-
job.
That even if he has like a mediocre season,
Not having a media. I'm not entertaining that conversation. Not having a media
Oh,
conversation.
time out, just
I
though.
was seeing the argument. Are you
Right.
saying that you're not gonna have a mediocre season, so this is irrelevant? Or are you saying even with that, no matter what,
The
he's
first
still
part. The first part.
Just though, it don't even have to be mediocre. It just looked like
that number 4 or that offense is not working.
Put your hand down. Put your hands down.
you know what I'm saying? Late game decision making, late game execution. Did you go for it on 4th down when you should have shot the field goal?
Kev did a good job last year. That's why he won Coach of the Year. Cut it out.
Did you go for it instead of punting when you should have punted? That kind of shit.
He won Coach of the Year for a reason last year. Cut it out.
Yeah, because Joe Flacco saved his ass.
Where nobody else could have. He won with more quarterbacks than just Joe Flacco. Yes or no?
I'm gonna give him some credit for last season. He did a hell of a job.
That's all I'm asking. That's all I'm asking, John. That's all I'm asking, John.
However,
Put the phone down, John. That's all I'm asking.
Hey,
You still looking for the other coaches who got that same job as Mike Vrabel?
Oh, time out. What did his
Nobody.
What did his last 2 playoff games look like?
Ass.
All right, so instead of the Cavs,
He almost beat the Chiefs.
almost don't count. Brady told you that shit back in the day. Everybody knows almost don't count.
Everybody knows.
Brandy's told you that.
That's what I just said. All right.
Fuck Brandy, that's
Damn.
wild.
Wow.
Ray J hit it first. Fuck.
Wow. His sister.
Whoa.
No, I'm not.
Hey, yo, we don't condone.
That took a
We don't
turn.
condone that.
No, I'm not saying no Game of Thrones shit, bro. Chill.
That took a turn. No.
Shout out to Game of Thrones. You got your gym.
House of Dragons.
Yes, sir.
Good show.
He's
You
wild.
still look? No, I'm just playing.
Good show.
He said like it.
All right, so stay.
And they gonna put his office right next to Kev, so he can hear
Jerry
all
Judy just
everything.
got signed an extension too.
Did you want to talk about that?
41 million
He
games.
got $41 million.
Shout out to Jerry Judy, man. He got it back.
Hopefully,
Before
give him a
before
nice
snap
house
for the
down in
Browns?
Westfield somewhere.
We just trying, save
Do
some money.
you agree with Mark Schler's comments about him? Basically saying that he didn't live up to the hype in Denver.
He did it.
Like
He did it.
Like Mark Schler felt like he didn't. He felt like the player felt like he wanted more opportunities, and Schler felt like he had opportunities.
I think so. I think it went under the radar because they had Drew Lock, and then whatever the situation with Russell is. But
It wasn't the greatest stable environment for him to thrive, but
he's definitely.
I don't think he did as bad as everybody's making it seem. Like, he had an 800-yard season, 900-yard season with different shuffling of quarterbacks. Now, his counterparts like C.D. Lamb and Justin Jefferson, nowhere near that, because I think he got drafted before both of them. If I'm not mistaken.
So he had 54 receptions, 750 yards with 14 average yards per catch, along with 47. Only 2 touchdowns for the season. So that is somewhat underwhelming.
For a first-round receiver from Alabama, yeah, for sure. So I'm not mad at Schler for even what Steve Smith said, necessarily. But we'll see. He'll have a chance, an opportunity to prove himself in Cleveland now with a better situation. And with his mentor, Coop.
Henry Ruggs was the only receiver taken above him
Yep.
in that draft.
CD and Jettas went after.
And Brandon Ayuk.
Who all playing more high-power offensives?
You talking in the league or in college?
No, I'm talking about in the league. Yeah, Jettas had
Well, Jettas is the high
Cousins, yeah, and he was the whole offense.
Dallas air that bitch out constantly.
They got Coop out of there, so CD could be the man. So he didn't have those type of situations, but
But like Jerry,
I'm not mad at the criticism though.
Jerry Judy definitely disappears from games. Like you're one of those guys, you don't do that.
And then
We seen D-Hop with a shitty quarterback, and He made himself known that he was there. So he didn't live up to the hype. He's not a bad receiver. Obviously, the hype when Russell Wilson came in there was, oh, he's gonna take off. So a quarterback like that is gonna help a receiver that just needs a guy.
I thought it was.
So
And Denver did too. That's why they didn't want to get rid of him.
so
Because we've been trying to get him for the last 2 years.
to say he's bad or
Shit,
he's
we
playing
was trying to
play
shoot
bad,
our
nah.
shot
Yeah,
at
a
the
lot of
last
people
two
was trying to get at him because he's talented.
He got all the
I think
measurables.
teams realized that Denver situation is not the ideal situation. So if we can get this guy on our team, we can get more out of him. And I feel like that's why we paid him, because we feel like we're gonna get more out of him. And if we pay him this year and he has a good year, then we save money the following year. Same thing with Dave and Njoku, because everybody was mad that we signed Dave last year.
Friendly deal when they took it.
Yeah, they was mad we signed Dave because he ain't
I mean,
been underwhelming.
54 receptions is almost 800 yards is probably better than we had for any number 2 receiver last year.
Yeah, so it's an upgrade
that's
for
an
us.
upgrade either way you
Y'all not listening to
I mean,
Steve
but
Smith?
that's how you know.
slice it.
They don't
John
believe in your
called him Jerry
guy.
Rice. John called him the Jerry Rice.
Who?
You did last week. I peeped the shade.
Huh?
You called you said Jerry Rice, the next Jerry Rice.
And he always got some shit to say. All right, so state of the Cavs. Look, so you know, as we record this show, they took an L tonight against the Miami Heat.
Hard fought game.
Yeah, but you know, when you up by 4, you gotta close that game out. No need of fouling a 3-point shooter.
They don't have their closer.
Well, there was a 13-6 run in the last 2 minutes of the game. I don't know if that had anything to do with Donovan Mitchell, and they had the lead.
Oh, for sure.
So of course, JB will get all the criticism in the world in this town for, you know, Isaac Cardio Cordo's blunder. So they still third in the conference, only a game behind the Bucks for second seed. But the Knicks
today too. I can't even do it on this episode.
But the Knicks are on their heels. So y'all think the Cavs gonna be able to keep this in this 1-2 neck of the woods?
I think so.
With all these injuries and shit, and no details on when guys are coming back?
I think so.
Yeah, we're gonna have to.
Y'all got some spirit on this team.
I mean, we gonna try our damnedest.
Marcus Morris was a nice pickup.
We gonna try our damnedest. I'm not gonna count them out.
Yeah.
They gonna try, but
I mean,
at one point, all them injuries gonna come back and bite us in the ass, and then our inconsistent play since All-Star break is just at one point we look like we could compete with the top teams in the fucking NBA, and then another point we look like we should be heading towards the draft looking like Washington. Like, it's just, all right, we ain't that bad, but
But it's
you know
like
what I'm saying.
it's the injuries, man. Cause like, all right, we knew for sure, like you saying, the uncertainty too. When Donovan and J.A. went on their run, we knew DG and Mobley was gonna be out. So we ain't even had to think about that. Boom, this our roster. Boom, we went on our run. Come All-Star break, now all these injuries. Now Strus is out. That's what's killing us. We ain't got no consistency in the roster. Since DG been back, he ain't really had no consistent stretch of the same fucking roster like Donovan had. So that's what's really hurting us. I mean, shout out to Karis LeVert and Yang. They've been stepping up down the stretch. Shout out to Marcus Morris. He just came, had a good game against the Pacers, helped us win that game. But it's like the injuries is killing us.
So
Cleveland Clinic not helping us, man.
next couple games, Minnesota, at Miami. They got a break coming
Tough
up
games.
against the Charlotte Hornets back to back, but you still got to play
They
those
gonna come
games.
to play.
They're gonna come to
They
play.
gonna come to play.
Ooh,
I mean,
The Hornets?
the Hornets. You know,
where's that?
It's in Charlotte.
Oh,
Both
another
games on the 25 and 26.
No, they're not. It's
Oh, it's one home, one away. Okay, so
first
alternate.
one's home.
My bad.
First one's home.
I didn't see
second
that.
one's away.
And then
Oh, see,
Philadelphia.
they gonna come to play against
Yeah,
us
like
here.
traveling.
We go to Charlotte, we might blow their doors off because they in the city, and all they care about is after the game.
Just eating
And
at
then,
Mercs fucking
and
with
then they
the hoes.
virtually end the season on the West
In
Coast
Uptown.
trip.
Right.
Thanks to the women's Final Four being here in Cleveland, these games got pushed to the back of the schedule at Denver, at Utah, at Phoenix, at LA, at LA.
Murderers Row, boy.
That's tough.
So good job. Oh,
That's gonna hurt it down the stretch if we try to get the 2
And then if you're not healthy,
Yeah.
the Grizzlies, they always fight. They just suck.
They was fighting
the
tonight.
Pacers,
But they
who've been a matchup problem all year.
Now 20.
and then Charlotte again at home. They got the last 3 games at the crib, but
Indiana's probably gonna be scraping. They stay out the play-ins.
and I'm gonna go on the limb and say maybe a few of these games we possibly win, because
We gonna fight, EB. The fight I'm not worried about.
don't kill me. But for this season, Dean Wade has been a plus defender,
for sure.
and I think they missed that too. Because I would rather have him start than Niang
Yeah.
for my money. You know what I'm saying? And
definitely.
have George come off the bench and just do what he do. But especially down the stretch of some of these games,
I
he
agree
can
with that.
guard a Jimmy Butler. He could, you know what I'm saying?
He's
And-
been a part of some of our best lineups.
exactly.
For sure. I agree
And
with that.
I mean, I know. I guess we've all had personal issues that happen in our life, but my God, come back and play basketball, please.
How the tables have turned, Dean Wade. Huh?
Yeah.
Who would have thought? Who would have thought?
But then again, that's the
I
point
mean-
again. You build your game up to this certain point, and then late in the season you away again, and we talk about the competitive advantage again. You lose that shit, and it's hard to get it back, especially when you're going into the playoffs.
Yeah, when you in that mode, he got to
Playoffs are around the corner.
You know, it's hard to like ramp up and get ready for that in 2 weeks.
March is over.
So, you know, thankfully they did get Marcus Morris. I mean, that might be a gift in disguise, especially once the postseason starts.
It's the 20th
Tough
today.
is.
It's 22nd. We all hear
knock
this,
that
but
down.
March is over. It's playoff time.
It versely is. So, tough L tonight. Got their doors blown off in Houston. I don't think they even showed. Why the fuck they scheduling a 3 o'clock Saturday game for? It was 3 o'clock in Houston. They was dead that night. Didn't know what they was doing.
I was watching it at B-Dub. Yeah,
I turned that shit off.
That shit was nasty.
So I think they're gonna probably finish with 51 wins again.
Will that get us the 2 seed? Oh, shit.
They gotta hold off the Knicks, and maybe you do want to be 4. Who knows? I don't know. Do you want to play Orlando in the first round, or do you want to play Philadelphia or potentially Miami in the first round? It's your choice.
Definitely don't want to see Miami in the first round, but you know, whoever's there, let's get it. That's how I feel.
I mean,
That's me, though.
fully equipped, bring them on.
I think
But not like
riding
this.
a little too high on their high horse. I don't know, man.
Low key.
I think they think they really got to. I mean, they proved it. I'm not saying they're wrong for thinking this, but I feel like they ride too much on this switch that they got.
8,
They can just flip it whenever.
Oh, yeah.
Because Buddy said it was time. Jimmy Butler said it was time, and they lost 4 straight. So I'm still waiting for that. Like, all right,
That's part of the switch transition, though. You
They trying to load, you know, like possum. They trying to play possum.
you saying we gotta turn it on now, and then as soon as boom, then the switch.
They take
be ready.
Oh, it's like a plane, so they're still on the
Yeah,
ground.
yeah. It's up.
It's building up. Okay, my bad.
It's like the switch is like a dimmer, like you know what I mean. Gradually.
It's like an old school. Like you gotta.
Yeah.
So if the play-in started today, Miami would play at Indiana.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, so then they would be the 7th seed. They will play the Bucks again in the
If
first
they
round.
beat Indy.
If they beat Indiana. And this is, I mean, it's the same Bucks, but it's a different Bucks. I mean, Dame adds a different component to that series.
And if they gotta see them again, knowing what happened last year, the Bucks gotta have.
Well, Dame's not gonna give a fuck
some type
because
of
he
shit
wasn't there.
play.
He's just gonna.
But I'm saying the rest of the guys
Oh,
gotta
yeah.
have some type of pride, like.
Well, this is why you brought Dame here.
Yeah, no,
Exactly
for sure,
why we brought
for
Dame
sure.
here.
Hey, Dame wanted to go there.
So if you like, you kind of
Dame wanted to
probably
go to
like.
Hero.
So I'm not sure why they wanna play Russian roulette like that for 2 seasons in a row. Because when they got to the finals, they had no gas. I mean, Denver was pretty fucking good too, but they didn't have no gas to
Yeah.
hang.
They really like royally fucked up in that Boston series. Bad.
Because when they was up 3-1, they played those 2 extra
three.
games, 3 extra games, whatever it was.
They play with their food.
It was 3-0.
It was no, yeah,
It
it
was
was up
3-0.
3-0.
It was 3-0?
And
It was
and
3-0 and they
Boston
went to
walked
game
them down.
7.
You walked them down.
They play with that food.
Exactly.
They
Wow.
played with that food, bro.
And this is why I call
at
Boston
the table like
frauds,
this,
nonetheless.
making smiley faces with their mashed potatoes and peas.
Why would you play with a fraudulent meal? Get that done.
What they say? They said
Get that on done.
Al
Throw
Horford did
plate and
that.
put it
They
in
lost
trash.
3 straight. When Jimmy Butler did that, they lost 3 straight. I was like, damn. And that's exactly what happened. So I feel like they should have not been playing around this year. Another playing game. Another.
They should be top 4. They should be top 4. And I get Spo is a great coach, but this is an indictment, really. Like, every team has injuries. There's no reason why y'all should be meddling down here in the bottom of the conference.
Every year.
Every
year.
since the bubble.
And try to play like
Yeah,
some type of genius strategy.
5th seed in the bubble.
Mm-hmm.
Try to play it off like some type of genius strategy.
Yeah, that's not a recipe for
No,
success.
y'all just keep fighting y'all way and scratching and clawing and getting there, and y'all just so happen. Okay, now we just gonna play that as our moniker. Y'all don't want to be right there.
Right.
Because I think the year they was a top 4 seed, they got bounced.
Well, they was number 1 seed. I take that back. They was
No,
number 1
they
seed.
didn't get bounced. They lost to Boston.
That was the
The
year.
year Boston went to the finals.
That was
Oh,
the
yeah,
finals.
yeah,
They was the 1 seed. They had home court. Yep. They sure did. I don't know if they would be. They probably would be the Warriors. Who knows? We'll never know. But yeah, back to the Cavs though. But yeah,
That would have solidified us, well.
that would have got the monkey off his back for sure.
Yeah, that would have did it right there.
We just need our guys back. We need our guys back. We need a report when they're because we got Donovan Mitchell. He's gonna be reevaluated the week after the nasal contusion. Okay, we got that. When is Max coming back?
No,
when is Evan coming
He
back?
got his shit.
Man, Tristan Thompson clobbered his ass.
Man, his no.
Put a
I
mask
thought
on
his
and play, motherfucker.
His was broke. Like I see it bulging
His
out the
nose-
side.
Give me
Like,
20
I-
minutes, man. Give me 20 minutes. I know it's hard to breathe. Come
Yeah.
on, man.
And
I think the knee.
Oh, we got back surgery. Oh,
it's
he's
good.
soft. He's soft. Okay.
It's good for the knee. It's good for the knee.
Shit's crazy out here, man.
I think it's good for the
I
knee.
think it's good.
I think it's more or
really
less the knee than it is the
Yeah, no, for
nose.
sure. I agree.
They're just using the nose as the reason.
So he's lying.
Could be.
Don't do that.
'Cause I did read a report that he said the knee wasn't where it needed to be anyway. Now I get if you don't want to rush him back, but where's Max? What happened? It was bone on bone. Is it a knee bruise? Is it a contusion? What is it? Is it a sprain? High? What is it, Ev? What's with these secrets and shit?
It's a Cleveland thing.
I hate it.
And my thing is like, yeah, don't come back until you're healthy because I don't need you coming back getting hurt again. But if we weigh in for the playoff thing, though, y'all need to be healthy. We need camaraderie going into the playoffs,
Man,
not limping into the playoffs.
this is
I didn't think Ed would be out that long. Like you just a little sprain, little ankle, da 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 da.
He ain't lifting.
Couple
though.
days, like what the fuck?
Your dude getting his chain
He's not doing his
snatched.
ankle workout.
And tall, skinny dude. Come on,
he
man.
need to switch his shoes.
His brother playing more than him.
Playing in them low tops.
I don't know what he's
Justin
playing.
talked about that already, man.
Slow taps is the way, man.
All right, y'all got
Go
anything
take
else?
the ankle. Go get some
Let's get outta
Curry
here.
braces, man. Curry got the craziest braces. He hasn't hurt the ankle since.
Nah, that's about
His shit ain't low tops.
He got low tops. He got low tops now.
What you about to
Maybe
get
not 15, 60. He
You about to
has.
get
He
some
still has
Curry.
the
He
mid
still
high,
ain't big
mid high,
knees.
right?
You about to get some air steps?
Their stuff is nasty.
You listen, you've been tuned into the Starting Five
What a way
podcast.
to end it. Air steps.
Definitely appreciate y'all's support.
Cavs is 6. We not ending with air
Cavs is 6,
steps,
man.
right? Cavs is 6.
Free him.
It's always
Free him,
Cavs
man.
is 6.
Don't forget to follow the Instagram
Get well
page,
soon, man.
like, comment, and subscribe on the YouTube page.
Give us
Listen
that
to us on
feedback.
Spotify and Apple Podcasts. Yo, we done started 5, y'all. We out.
You already know, man. Tell your mama about it.
10
Ben
days
10.
of Ramadan, man. We in here.
Ben
Oh,
10.
and shout out to J. Cole, man. The fall off is on the way.